Am I the meanest?
Sure enough.
Am I the prettiest?
Sure enough.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town?
Sure enough.
Well, who am I?
Sure enough.
Who am I?
Sure enough.
I can't hear you.
That means that we punched our ticket to go try to win a Super Bowl, and that's it. We got one game at a time, starting at 1 o'clock on Sunday. Love y'all, boys. Love you. Love you. I'll go to war with every single one of you, every game, all right? Love you, 1-7. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Win.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have me douse, not what I'm about, have your fucking clout. It be raining now, I keep making sound, go another round, bitch I'm legend bound, can't stop me now. You don't wanna fuck with me, a slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can.
It's showtime.
Welcome to Monday Night Uncensored Bills Mafia Edition. I am your host, Tommy, to the highest degree, to the TOP, from the 313, and by my side is my main man, my toucan Sam, the one they call the Apex Man, Mr. Mikey. Happy Victory Monday to you, and happy Victory Monday to all of Bills Mafia that is rocking with us tonight. And I got to say one thing before we go on. We are now live, Mikey, on X, Twitter, X. We're now officially live on Twitter as well as YouTube. So I made that change today. So you can catch us on both YouTube and on X/Twitter, whatever you guys want to call it these days. But we're live on both platforms. So pretty damn cool. Also, there is a link in the YouTube chat that if you guys want to join us tonight, talk your shit. This is Monday Night Uncensored. Say what the fuck you want to say. This is what the show is all the fuck about. You guys can click that link and join us in any kind of conversation you want to bring up regarding whatever you saw this weekend. It don't even have to be Bills related. So let's get this party started, Mr. Mikey. How are you feeling today?
Wonderful. How do you not feel wonderful after what happened last night? You know, Trek in the house. What's going on, Trek? We got Keyshawn in the house. Jason in the house. Alan did go nuclear last night. And oh my God, on the watch back today, knowing what happened, it was so much fun to watch. Like,
dude, was it ever?
I will tell you, I'll be honest, like, what the fuck were we doing early in the game? Like, we went right down the field and scored. Then all of a sudden we started throwing, screens and, weird behind the lines crap. And then all of a sudden we're like, oh yeah, we know how to play football. And we just went off. It was weird, really weird. It was a really weird, like when you watch that game back, and not only that, when you watch that game back, because we went live last night post game, and just really in general, when you're watching that, we're just so caught up in the moment, right? And you kind of forget about everything that led up to that moment. And bro, when I rewatched that game, right, there were so many things in that game that I kind of forgot about that led to points that led ultimately to that win. That bad kickoff that led to the 40 led to points, right? The punt that should have been down at the 1, just barely touched the end zone line, led to points. The field goal before halftime, I mean, a millisecond had to have been on the clock, right? Led to points. The doink off the extra point led to points. Like everything
everything went our way in order for us to win that game. It was unbelievable. The Hawes catch, which was not a clean catch. It was fumbling all over his hands. Right?
It was a double.
It was a double catch. The tip pass in the end zone that wasn't even for Keon Coleman. Like it was just unbelievable. And there was one more other thing that we didn't bring up, and I wanted to talk to you about this because I'm curious what you think. Let's say we convert that 2-point conversion at the end there. Do you think Baltimore plays a little bit more aggressive, knowing they have 2 minutes left to go down that field, rather than being a little bit more conservative, run to kill the clock, knowing that they were leading?
God, yes.
Right. So in a way, to be honest with you, it kind of worked out that we didn't get the 2-point conversion. I'm just saying. And then, the Keon Coleman trip, right? Where you get before you got to the end zone.
Like, bro, tripped him up. Yeah.
Yes. So there's so much to it, Mikey. When we go back and look, and when if you guys haven't gone back and look, I highly suggest you rewatch the game. You'll see what I'm talking about. It was just really unbelievable. And you're right about the offense. We'll get into that tonight. But a tale of two halves. I thought the beginning drive was on point. And I don't know if you saw the Deion Dawkins interview. He was on a show today with Shady. And he was talking about that first drive, how it was smooth and everybody was rolling. And he was like all pumped up. And then it kind of went, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what happened there, right? And it was just odd. It was really odd how the offense just all of a sudden went away from kind of that first drive to, I don't know what happened, right? Right? We're just kind of in the game, but not really playing good football offensively. And then we found it. It just came back to us. And we'll talk, and I'll give you a reason why I think it came back to us. But what's your thoughts on that?
On which piece? You said a lot there.
I did say a lot. On just the, like, everything that happened to lead up to the comeback.
It was different for the fact that usually doesn't happen for Buffalo. We're usually on the other side of the coin.
Yeah.
So it was a little odd. And before we move on, Anthony's in the house, Ravens fan.
Oh, what up, Anthony?
Said, good job, Bills. The Ravens did something that's deadly for the league. They got Henry and Flowers going, which I don't know why that would be deadly for the league. They both got going last year.
Yeah.
Ravens,
I mean, Flowers wasn't there in the playoffs, though.
That
was a big.
He was there during the regular season. Like, they were one of the top offenses last year. Shouldn't be any different than this year. This loss isn't going to affect the Ravens. They're going to be just fine, and we'll see them again in the playoffs.
Andrews was quiet that game, I would say. I don't recall Andrews playing a big factor in the
he's had a couple catches.
Night.
Well, they only threw the ball 19 times because Henry just ran all over us.
But they didn't need to, right? They really didn't. I mean, their run game was absolutely shredding our defense. So why go away from something, right, that's working?
Yeah. Oh, Jason comes in and says we need Poyer in the secondary. We will get to all that with the good, bad, and the ugly tonight.
Absolutely.
Because there is good, bad, and ugly tonight. I take Reeman especially as a tight end 3. Absolutely. I think it's a little early on the whole Jackson Haas thing. He was a very good blocker last night.
Yeah. It's definitely a little early to jump on the Haas train, right? Like, I'm glad he came up clutch with a big catch, but he's a blocking tight end, and I would be shocked if he has, if they target him more. How about that? Like I just don't see that happening. Now, could he be targeted like a Lee Smith here and there? Sure, why not? Right?
I think ideally that's what we want.
And I'm okay with that, by the way, because you're not really looking for a Lee Smith, right? You know what I mean? To be part of the offense. So that could be like a sneaky option here and there, where he's in for blocking and goes out, for a catch. You know what I mean? Like sneaks away from the blocker.
Keyshawn's a question. Haas, Anderson, or Bobby Hart?
Good. Bobby Hart's terrible, so just I will move that one right off the list.
Listen here. There will be no Bobby Hart slander on this podcast.
All right. Oh, is he even in the league still? I wonder if he's even around anymore. No. Okay. Jeez. I guess Hawes because of his age.
Do you remember that running joke when we were with
Of course I do. Absolutely, dude. I do.
Paul actually made a video of me loving Bobby Hart.
Yeah, you were infatuated. Oh my god. Oh, dude, I actually watched that our first video. By the way, our first live stream on hashtag. Because I think I was talking to Keys over a post, and I'm like, he's like, how'd you guys? You want to know how we met? And I'm like, oh, we started off, and I'm like, man, we literally had no conversation, me and you, until we went live. Like our first time we ever went live is pretty much our first conversation we ever had.
Not only that, but our first conversation was me trying to produce a show that I've never done before.
I get so lost.
Like they're like, okay, here you
deer
go.
in headlights, man.
I had no idea what I was doing. Yeah, we figured it out.
We did.
For me,
yeah, we did.
Depending on what we're asking him to do, true run blocking, I'll take Anderson. If I need him as a jumbo tight end, I'll take Haas because he has the receiving ability. I don't think the blocking is so different between Haas and Anderson. Anderson's obviously better; he's an offensive lineman, but Haas's receiving ability makes him a better fit for that jumbo tight end role.
Correct.
You know. All right, let's keep going down here. Going back to what you were asking about what I thought. It was such a mixed emotion game. Watching it back, I felt like knowing what happened, I felt like, okay, I saw it more clear.
Right.
But when we were in it, I was all over the place emotionally. Like I think last night took 3 years off my life.
That sucks. But I'm with you. And I think it took a lot of years off a lot of people's lives. I mean, the roller coaster of emotions in that game were unbelievable.
It was wild. At one point, I walked out to go get food. I was watching it on my phone, but I left my room and went and got food. And because I was like, I can't keep doing this.
I'm going to shove my face full of pizza.
Yeah. No, it
sick of
pizza,
this shit.
Yeah. But yeah, it was odd. It was actually tri-tip. It was a night game. I told you I make tri-tip for night game.
I thought it was just a little Caesars, hot and ready, or just like
with some wings. That's
my so angry.
125. That's my 125 game. Pizza and wings. You know, I was angry, but it was just one of those things. Like, it's hard to put into perspective my true feelings. Like, I was super high, super low, super high, all throughout the game.
Yeah,
loved what we were doing on offense, hated what we were doing on defense. Didn't think we could actually get a stop until we actually got the stops. It was wild.
I at one point, I'm not going to lie to you. I didn't think we were going to get a stop. I really didn't. Like, they literally, I think they scored in like the first 4 or 5 possessions. Like every possession was a score. And I said eventually, when we got down, I said, I don't know how we're going to get back in this if we can't stop them. Like, there has to be a point where we get a stop, right? That's the only way. And boy, did we ever get a stop, right? I mean, at the most crucial time, right, to get one, we got it, and it was unbelievable. By the way, I know I'm flipping the script here, but there is a Monday night game, and it is extremely boring. I don't know who's watching this,
but I don't know if you watched the North last year, but the 2 North teams that just dominated the division are getting smoked this week 1.
Yes, dude, Minnesota. I'm not a fan of JJ McCarthy. I know I'm here in Michigan.
Did they make a mistake?
I think so, dude. I just not a fan of him. My buddy's a fan of him. He thinks he's gonna be good. I told him, man, I don't know, dude. And tonight he's looking rough. Now it's 1 game. I'm not gonna kill him, but right now, and the game's not over. We know it's by last night. Anything can happen, and they're not down by a lot, but it's not. He's looking like a rookie, right? Like a shaky rookie out there. Mm-hmm. So,
yeah.
I mean, and that's not like Chicago's looking awesome either. Go ahead.
No, Anthony Gimmon said I meant to put already in the beginning of the season because last year they wouldn't Okay, I mean, how long is likely going to be out for? Like Andrews has been elite, you know. If it makes you excited about this season, Anthony, that's awesome. I don't watch the Ravens enough to truly know like what their season looked like last year. I know Andrews has been elite for years, likely start off super hot early, you know, especially in that KC game. Derrick Henry rushed for 1,900 yards, and Lamar was first team All Pro. So I don't know what, and I believe Flowers even made the Pro Bowl last year. So I don't know how those two get going changes things, but I'm not really a fan. I don't watch them like that. So if it excites you, that's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, really, honestly, your team, bro, Baltimore is a really good team. I mean, that's a stacked team on both sides of the ball. They are a force to reckon with. No, there's no doubt about it, right? They are legit. A legit team, and honestly, a Super Bowl contender. I mean, if you look at that roster, they have the pieces. They really do. And last night, and once again, though, Buffalo also has, and has had a Super Bowl contending team. We just we make mistakes, and we make crucial mistakes in the worst moments in the playoffs. And last night, that game, for the first time, I got to say, in many seasons, I felt like some kind of like a relief. Like we finally didn't make the typical mistakes we normally do in games like that.
We made them.
But I mean at the end,
giving it to us.
I'm talking about the end. I'm talking about like at the end. No, at the end of the. No, I'm talking about. I know, but I'm talking about stopping them on with
defense.
2 minutes left.
Yes,
I'm talking about on the defensive side.
We did make the mistake.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about on the defensive side. Sorry, I should have clarified that. Which has been our problem, by the way, in the playoffs. That's where I was going with it.
You're right.
So on the defensive side, which is really what if you guys all follow the Bills like we do, it's really been our nightmare, right? Our defense in the playoffs. Our Achilles heel, not stepping up in the biggest moments, right? And last night, I felt like, the defense was not very good for 3.5 quarters, right? Maybe even longer. And they stepped up in the most crucial moment. And that was awesome to see, because you would think at that time they win it. Right, from everything you just saw for the first 3.5 quarters, that they were not going to get a stop when it mattered the most. Right, it was going to be your typical 2-minute drive. They're going to get a first down, and we're going to fucking go home and lose 40-38. Right, like that's typically what would happen.
It happened all the time. I mean, go back last year against the Rams in the regular season.
Yeah.
Josh drove us back. Had a chance to win the game. We needed the stop, and they couldn't get it.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
KC in the playoffs. Josh brought us back. We needed the stop. Couldn't get it.
Yeah, you're right.
It's that way a lot with our defense, and it is what it is.
Absolutely.
Jason comes in and says we were all wrong about us getting Coleman, KC getting Worthy that got injured. Yeah, but Worthy will be back. He's day to day. He'll be fine. I think it fit. Both guys got the guy that they wanted, and at the end of the day, that's all that matters. The whole
is he day to day? I'm sure you'll go to the news.
Yeah, he's day to
go
day.
ahead.
The whole this person is better than that person, or I can't believe this person got that. It's like you can't do that right off the rip. You got to wait a few seasons, see how it all plays out. At the end of the day, Worthy fits what Casey's doing. Worthy's not going to fit what we were trying to do. He's just not.
Yeah.
I
agree. I totally agree with your take there. I think it's unfair to judge somebody after a year in one game. It's literally 1 year, one game. Let's wait. I'll be honest with you. I thought they had close seasons last year. I didn't think Worthy was so much better than Coleman. I thought he was a little better. I thought his product. Yeah, thought he had better production down the stretch. But I didn't think Coleman. I didn't think that he way separated between him and Coleman. There wasn't that much of a difference, right? And we said it, and I've been saying this, right? Keon Coleman is a player that would take a little time. I said this in my draft video about him. Don't don't expect much in his first season. You're going to need to be a little patient, Bills Mafia, because Bills Mafia has and it's not just us. It's a lot of teams. They have a tendency of, I want to see some great results year one. Right? This guy better show me something. And I try to warn you guys, you're going to have to be a little patient with this guy. Give him a couple years, 2-3 years to really show, what his worth, right? Because he has some learning curves as a receiver. And I look what he did this offseason. He said he worked out all season. Him and Josh supposedly got together in LA. And it's showing. Look, he had the most targets in the game. I mean, Josh was already trusting him in key moments. I mean, that's unbelievable, right? That slant that he ran was crisp, man. And that was that was the read. That was Josh's read the whole time. Like, he was going to key on. The 2-point conversion.
Zero.
Yeah, the 2-point conversion it failed, but he went straight. He didn't pick anybody else. He went straight to Keon Coleman. Like,
two of the 2-point conversions, he went to Coleman.
You're right. I forgot about the other one. Right. Forgot all about that one. Which he got held, by the way, but whatever.
You got held. Got pushed out of bounds. Like, there was a lot of things that were missed.
Yes.
And they were missed on both sides. It wasn't just one way. The refs were just last night across the board.
Yeah.
Connor comes in and says, "Hey, Tommy, Mikey, it was nice talking to you and Dan for the first time this morning."
Yeah, I was on
went well this morning.
Oh, dude, it went really, really good, man. We were on for like hour and a half talking to Mafia. They called in. I think Connor called in actually as well. Pretty cool. By the way, you guys, there is a link in the chat. If you guys want to hit the link, if you guys want to talk to us, you guys are more than welcome to pop on. Tonight, as you guys know, it's our debut of Monday Night Uncensored. Say what the fuck you want to say. If you come on as a guest, we don't care. So the link is there. If you want to join us, click the link. You're with us.
Gee, I know the feeling. I felt that way. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? That's Sam Darnold, picking JJ over Sam.
Yeah, right now. Well, they are in the red zone though. They're
because they're
actually
running the ball, not because
are they?
JJ's doing it.
Oh, we got a little bootleg here. Let's see. Oh, fuck. Nope, that didn't go too well. 3rd and 5. All right.
It hasn't gone well all day.
No, it hasn't. That pick 6 was not great.
Justin Jefferson owners are pissed.
I know me.
You don't
always
like quarterbacks who hand off the ball. No, let me find that quarterback who wants the ball in his hands. 6 weeks max. What's that?
Who's their Wentz is their backup, right? I think.
Who's?
I believe it's Wentz from Minnesota. Carson Wentz, I think, is their backup. I could be wrong. Touchdown, Jefferson.
Really? Good for him.
Yeah. So remember what I was saying earlier? They're down, but as we learned last night,
they ain't nothing.
Nothing's given, right? Yeah. So it says 0 on the clock. Hey, it's our buddy, man.
Raven for life. What's going on? As long as we have Harbaugh as our head coach and blowing games, nothing new for us. He has the most blown fourth quarter games in NFL history. That game last night is probably the best game I've seen. Dude, it was such a good game.
Dude, yeah.
And the crazy part about it was the stars were stars all night on both sides.
Absolutely.
Ed's like our one big star on defense, and he had a great game. Joey's. I'd say Joey's probably a star. He's trying to get back to it, and he had a decent game. But Hamilton and on their defense was all over the place. He was a stud. Lamar and Zay and Henry were absolute monsters all night. You actually saw the stars be stars last night in a shootout, and it was awesome. If you weren't a fan of either team, really, and you were just watching it, you were loving every second of that game.
I was just about to say that, Mikey. I was like, don't say it, Mikey. I want the glory for that. Absolutely. If you are a fan of football, even if you're barely a fan of football, let's say you're with your wife and she barely watches, I'm sure she turned to you and said, "This is a pretty fucking exciting game you got me watching here, right?" I'm just saying, look, that was a treat. You're welcome. You're welcome, NFL world fans.
Oh, Jarek, who we have with us right now. Why do you gotta hurt my soul, brother? Why do you gotta hurt my soul talking about Amos, Watts, Johnson, and Morrison?
It is what it. It's just
that hurts my soul when we start talking about those guys,
is, man. Could have had Watts. We could have had Watts.
Watts had such a good game too.
Yeah,
you did.
We're just we're just random people on here. We have no sort of we don't know what we're talking about. It is what it is.
Right. Just throwing shit out there, seeing what sticks. So, Jarek, did you go to the game? By the way, I know you live in Buffalo.
Yeah,
were you there?
Yeah, I was there.
Dude, you were at the? Oh, dude. So tell me did you leave? First things first. Did you leave? Okay, thank you. That's great. All right.
I stayed the entire time. Listen, I understand it because the traffic is it's terrible. So I understand it that people had to go home. People got to go to work. I understand. I didn't get home till 2:30 in the morning. So that's just it's. It is what it is with that, but I don't know. At the same time, though, it's a Monday night. It's a Sunday night game. The game's not gonna be over till 11:30, and you're not gonna get home probably till 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock anyway. So it's
true. So tell me. So you were at the game. Tell me the roller coaster of emotions you had throughout that game.
Oh my God. Yeah, it was nuts. I'm just gonna say that, man. The beginning of the game was great. It was great to a hot start. Crowd was getting into it, and then all of a sudden the Ravens happened, and the safeties were terrible. I'm sorry. They were bad. In terms of run fits, Daquan Jones was not. He got washed. Daquan Jones was getting washed.
Yep.
Ed Oliver was pretty much the only one that was effective in terms of penetrating in terms of the one gap.
Sanders was rough.
Rookie. Yep, it's just rookie.
He was rough.
And this is why, when I chose the Ravens to win, I'm like people just have these huge expectations that these two defensive tackles are just gonna. No, they're not. They're rookies. These are raw prospects that are penetrating wide gap defensive tackles that is going against a team that runs a lot of duo. That runs a lot of duo and wide concepts, and they run a lot of combo blocks. But their offensive line, these are big, aggressive, physical guys that are great when it comes to down blocking. And one thing I saw in the Chicago Bears was Walker and Sanders were getting washed. It's a similar run blocking concept. So I knew that it's gonna take these guys a minute. These guys, it may not take them until maybe late in the season for them to have a big impact. They'll have their moments, of course. They'll have their flashes, but it's going to take some time for these guys to get acclimated. And I think we put a little bit too much expectations on how these rookies are actually kind of performing.
Yeah. So I got a quick question. Oh, sorry about it, Mikey. I got a quick question. On the last drive for the Ravens, do you feel like Harbaugh should have went for it on 4th and 3? I think he should have.
Absolutely.
But what do you think?
No, I thought they were going to go for it. I for sure thought they were going to go for it. Top Monken gave us that game, though. I'm sorry. He gave us that game. A lot of those conducive I formations that they just ran. I was just saying, thank God that they weren't trying to go into any more zone read. I was expecting more zone
RPO.
read, RPO based. I was expecting way more of that. Getting Garrett running a lot more power. Instead, they were just running a lot of wide zone stuff and out of the I formation. And I'm like, thank God, because they ran it. I believe they ran it to Rousseau's side, which is if you're going to run it to any side, you don't run it to his particular side who can control the edge. So thank God for that. That gave us time. Obviously, Ed Oliver, the fumble happened, and that gave us that, and that really sparked the momentum. That's what I was hoping for, Tommy. Because I ain't gonna lie to you, if they would have, if it was below 3 minutes, I would have left myself. I was just hoping that we can score within at least the 6 minutes. Thankfully, we got the turnover, and we were able to score on that, and we were able to score. And that pretty much kicked in overdrive. But no, the Ravens, they ultimately, Top Monken gave us that game.
Yeah, I think I think it was that at the end. I think their offense got a little bit complacent when they had the lead. I thought they got a little bit because they got a little bit cocky there at the end, in my opinion, and complacent. And then they made mistakes. And once that momentum, like how I felt, once that momentum shifted, after the fumble, I felt like, you can look at their. I felt like their body language. They panned over, looked at the players, I just felt like they were dejected. I really did. And you. Oh, by the way, Harbaugh even looked dejected. A coach that's been doing this for years looked like he was just absolutely stunned, and they still had the lead. So I just felt like after that fumble, the momentum swing, and there's just Baltimore just kind of crumbling. I'll be honest with you. And if that was any other coach, I'm not any other coach, but that was a top coach like an Andy Reid or a Dan Campbell, they're going for it on 4th and 3. 100%. 100%. And you know what? That's a Sean McDermott type of move that Harbaugh pulled last night. Sean McDermott would have probably punted that.
Oh, go ahead, Mikey.
I was going to say, the reason why they didn't go for it is Ed Oliver hit Lamar, and Lamar, I don't know if you saw
it. He had a cramp or something.
Cramp.
He nailed it.
He said he was cramp. I don't think he was a cramp. I think he was hurt. Like Ed Oliver crushed him on that throw.
Yeah, but I don't give a fuck. You're who you are. You're Lamar Jackson. You get your ass out there and you fucking figure it out. 4th and 3, you get that first down.
Just like Anthony,
you know what I mean?
Right?
You don't pull yourself out of the game and say, "No, I'm good. I can't do it."
Did.
Yeah, he did, but you don't. Not in that situation. That's a big. I'll to be honest with you too. That's a big game because that ultimately could come down to who's getting the one seed at the end of the season, right? It really could. You never know. That game is that important because they're going to be a 13-win team more than likely, right? So just saying that one loss, that one mistake, or multiple mistakes they did at the end could really cost them the AFC. It could.
Yeah, and their weakness, and I'm surprised, and I'm glad that we did it. I was screaming that we should attack the perimeter because Jair Alexander was getting cooked all day. I don't know if they showed on the cam, but he was getting cooked all day.
He had a bad game.
To a point where they had to roll the coverage to his side to really kind of help him out. He's hurt. I don't know if that's an effect of something that's been going on, but they had to they drained his knee a lot in training camp. And you can just see it. Like he was always a step behind. And so, I'm glad that we were able to kind of focus on that and attack the perimeter. I know again, first quarter, everyone's going to get on Joe Brady. Josh Allen checked out a lot of those plays. He switched a lot of the screens. And again, I got to give a lot of credit to Roquan Smith for able to kind of identify that because it was kind of more of a chess match on the field. And so Josh had to kind of check it to a lot of those screens. I think that's why we kind of get a little bit more to a slow start. But no, I mean, it's just, I think overall wise, man, I mean, our offense, I thought, obviously had an excellent day in the fourth quarter, man. But dude, I'll just say this real quick. Lamar Jackson pretty much toyed around with Cole Bishop. Pretty much a lot of pre-snap and post-snap reads. Cole Bishop was just out of place so many damn times. And a lot of that had to do with because Lamar and how he was able to kind of adjust, check out certain plays of kind of Cole Bishop he didn't really hide the fact that he was going to blitz. If anything, I think a lot of the time the blitzes that we used him because he was blitzing 12 yards deep.
That's crazy, bro. I think honestly that was a game plan of theirs going in. I think they knew our weak spots, and of course the best coordinators are going to attack you, right? The Chiefs do it all the time when we were without Matt Milano in the playoffs. They attacked us in the middle. They knew what to do, and I feel like they attacked us where our weakest spots were, where our rookies were, where Cole Bishop was. It was smart, very smart game plan by Baltimore last night. So, yeah, man, I felt like they had a great game plan. I thought they executed very well up until the end. I mean, let's be real. It was really, they fell apart at the end, right? And Jarek, you were there. So I was telling Mikey, when you rewatch that game, because, when you're watching it live, you kind of forget about all the little things that led up to the moment. My God, dude, the rookie kicker kicking it out of bounds, us getting it to the 40, we got points off that, right? Scored a touchdown, I believe. The missed extra point, the punt that went down to the 1 that was called a touchback because it barely hit the line. You know what I mean? So much, dude. And then the other thing too, Jarek, is I was telling Mikey this. I really wonder if we got that 2-point conversion at the end there, would the Ravens have played more attacking style offense?
Yeah, they're playing offense.
And they would have probably scored points. I'm just being honest, and killed the time. It was probably a little. I think it was about a little bit under 2 minutes at that point. And I think it worked out that we didn't get the 2 point. What do you think about that?
No, I was screaming that in the game. I was actually kind of like begging, I'm like, please, like don't actually get this because I was worried that okay, Baltimore's going to go back to their true offense because they tried to play. They played conservative. They tried to kill the clock.
Right.
But here's the problem though, and this is a game management issue. We had 3 timeouts. We continuously had 3 timeouts. We were going to use the 3 timeouts. So the fact that we were scoring at such a fast rate, I thought kind of killed the momentum for what John Harbaugh wanted to do. At that point, I got to run my offense because they're scoring in historically fast rates. I cannot risk it. I got to go all in with my offense. And instead, they tried to play very, very conservative with their offense. They got away from their identity. They didn't went back. They didn't really attack the safeties. I was just kind of surprised there, but everything kind of worked out. I'll just say this, Mikey. I know you're definitely gonna work with me on this. We got to invest. We got to invest in a one tech, man. I can't keep doing this. I cannot keep doing this with white cap players. I can't.
Dude.
German, for whatever reason, does not like the big fatties.
No, he refuses this. And the one he keeps is a shell of himself. Like the one he decides to keep around can't even do his job because he's on his last leg. Like it makes no sense. Like, okay, if you don't want a true one tech, then fine. Fuck it. Throw TJ Sanders in there. Throw Walker in there then. What's the difference? Because Daquan's not doing anything for you at this point. He's not even playing like a true one tech. So for me, okay, put Sanders or Walker in there. Let's just attack. You know what I mean? Because we're not attacking we're not stopping the run.
Well,
so what's the point?
I think down the stretch, yes, because those guys are young right now. And last night,
you might be right, Mikey. Down the stretch,
they absolutely took their youth and used it against them.
Absolutely,
they over pursued, got out of their their lanes, and I'm not killing them. They're young. They have to learn. They're raw prospects. Daquan at least gave us a base level next to Ed. We can't just go to the other two. I saw someone said bring up Phillips and Poyer. That'd be great if either one of them had any kind of training camp. They're going to need a few weeks to get ready. Yeah.
Well, I think more so. Yeah, you're right. Phillips and Poyer didn't, but they did play last year, right? So I don't think they're like, this is not a Micah Hyde situation. I don't think it's going to take long for them to, and they're very familiar with the playbook. So it's not like they got to get caught up with that either. But I agree with you. They do need a little bit of time. But I got to be real, man. I know Poyer's a little bit old and everything, but I still might trust him a little bit more at this point, man, being in there.
Rapp had a rough game last night across the board.
Dude.
I will also say, and I don't know if you could tell this, Jarek, at the game, but the game plan that the Ravens had was excellent because the Bills were trying to communicate and the Ravens weren't running a lot of motions. They got up the line quick and snapped it on us while we were still communicating. Like half of the big explosive plays were because Bernard was still talking to people.
Yeah, they weren't. And you know what, Mikey? And I don't think they were registering.
Yeah,
like that's the problem. Like I don't think the communication was there at all, and that's where all the mishaps were. Because you're right, Mikey. At times, I seen Bernard still looking back as the play's going, getting snapped, right? And they're going to eat. Good offenses are going to chew you the fuck up when you're still communicating, right? Not being out of place. Like clearly, that was a major problem, Mikey. You are not wrong at fucking all when it comes to the communication. But there again, that's what it happens when you have a rookie out there or a second-year guy that has missed a shitload of time due to injury, right? Wasn't available most of training camp. He only saw one preseason game.
But it wasn't just for him. It was across the board.
No, I know. Across the board. But a lot of young guys.
Dorian was out there. Although I thought Dorian actually played, outside of the one where he got lost on that mesh concept, I thought Dorian actually played pretty well. Like he tackled well. He only had 2 targets at him. I actually thought Dorian held up as the CB2.
He actually caught up to Derrick Henry on the run. That stopped the touchdown.
I thought honestly Milano and Bernard had bad games, man.
They had poor games.
They had bad games. And a lot of
missed like
the Ravens
4 tackles.
Right. They were running a lot of combo and just kind of peeling off and getting to the second level, and they just couldn't get off. They got sealed very easily, causing like Derrick. And then of course when Derrick Henry gets 10 yards of steam, the safeties had good angles. The problem is when you're going against 250 pounds, you're taking a different angle. You're not you don't want to go head up against them. You're taking a different angle. And that causes Derrick Henry to use the stiff arm. That causes Derrick Henry to outrun. Even at his age, at 31, he's still outrunning these dudes. If you're trying to take that that side angle, it's crazy. But
I cannot believe, Jarek, that speed he has still. Is that not like
either?
It's bro. It doesn't seem like it at first when he's going around that edge, Mikey. Like I'm thinking they're gonna get him, and it's like sneaky good speed because he's just like I think because he's so big, bro. Right? You don't really realize he's going that fast.
It's like,
nobody's catching up to him.
It's like Usain Bolt. Like Usain Bolt, man. The reason why he can run so fast was because of the strides. He's such a long, he has such long legs with those long strides. So does Derrick Henry. He has long strides when he runs. So it looks
Metcalf, DK as well. DK's the same way. Bigger guy that has big strides, fast as shit, man.
Yeah, I think we're going to see
and physical.
Dorian. I think we're going to see more of Dorian Keyshawn.
He played well.
He did.
In my opinion. Yeah, I thought he didn't attack him.
I would like to see more him too.
They really
didn't need to. You're right. They didn't have to.
Like at the end of the day. But what I was worried about was in preseason, he struggled coming up, like reading and reacting on the run. He didn't have that last night. He came up and tried his best. He actually had a decent tackle grade across the board. What was your thoughts on
Joey Bosa? Seeing him live.
He struggled at first, but then he adapted and got better and run in certain terms of setting the edge. He got way better as the game was going on. That's just again that's a veteran player. In terms of, I didn't have an issue with our edge rushers getting to the quarterback. I thought we did a solid job in terms of getting consistent pressure. Joey Bosa obviously should have had the sack. I just thought he just took the wrong, he just got a little overzealous. Thought he should continue to stick with it with Lamar. But at the same time, that's Lamar. Yeah,
can't leave your feet. He also they were closing in on him, and I noticed Joey got closer and closer, and he lost contain.
He lost his balance.
He lost contain. Yeah,
he lost contain, and then he tried to dive because he was losing his balance, and then he took out Groot at the same time. Back
a younger Joey would have got him though, Mikey. I almost feel that way. Yeah,
probably.
Go ahead, Mikey.
But when in the playoff game when Lamar got hurt, we did that. They closed in on him at the angle.
You're right. Yeah, at an angle, we angled him.
Joey just got ended up closing out, and Lamar got around him, and then he ended up taking Rousseau out at the same time. Like, listen, we had 8 hurries last night. That's the best I've seen our D line attack any quarterback.
Yeah, especially him.
And 19 dropbacks. Or 19 pass attempts, we had 8 hurries. We actually attacked them pretty well, which I'll be interested to see how that plays out next week when we go against Justin Fields.
That's going to be a good test, man. That's another really good test, especially for a lot of these young guys, because what do the Jets do? They run a lot of wide splits, man. They run a lot of wide splits, run a lot of outside zone plays. Breece Hall sees that gap. He's going to explode through it. And so that's going to be another sort of – now, obviously, I think that in terms of using the blitzes, I think you can use a lot more zone blitzes in this one. I think we can be a lot more comfortable in this game because Lamar Jackson was out processing our safeties. He just was. He was out processing. He did a phenomenal job, and I don't think Justin Fields is kind of nowhere near that. Now, I got to give Justin Fields a little bit of credit because when it came to short intermediate throws and just fitting balls through tight windows, he did a really he surprised me. He did a much better job, especially up the middle. But I think that this is a game where you can sit around taking away the run game. It's just going to be a little bit harder because Membu was a menace. Membu and Fushano were both menaces. But this could be a game for your defensive tackles to attack the interior. John Simpson's hurt. He's playing, but he's hurt, and then they lost ABT. So this is a game where I think you can definitely try to use your interior, and hopefully they can have a much better game. Hopefully Daquan Jones could have a much better game, and Deion Walker and TJ Sanders could learn from their mistakes. Either way, though, I think you're going against 2 really, really good run teams. Very, very good run teams, and I think this could be excellent lessons for our rookies.
Yeah, and I think this is a good learning curve, too, for these young guys. This is something they're going to go back, look at the film, And honestly, to be honest with you, these rookies, these young guys, these second-year guys, they just played the best of the best. And yeah, some of them didn't look good. Some of them struggled, but that's okay. Like that was a huge test, week 1 test, and it's good. I'm honestly glad we got that out of the way for them to kind of learn from, because we're more than likely going to see them again. And now right? You got to live and learn, right? Learn from your mistakes, and hopefully you don't make them again, right? Or you play better the next time around. So. Yeah. What'd you feel about Keon Coleman, by the way? How do you feel Keon Coleman did?
Very good in the second half. Very, very good in the second half, man. I was actually really impressed. Again, when we started, he was cooking Jair all game, but when we actually decided to attack that perimeter, man, yeah, Keon Coleman showed out, made some big plays. That 2-point conversion was bullshit, by the way. He got shoved out of bounds. Don't know why they didn't just. It is what it is. But that 2-point conversion should have counted. But no, man, I thought Keon was a lot better. I thought Josh Palmer was definitely a lot better in the second half as well. But no, Keon, dude, he's a dog. Like Keon's a dog for sure. He did a much better job in the second half.
I'll be honest, Josh Palmer, seeing him actually make the clutch catch in the second half was nice to see.
Yeah, well,
we've brought in a lot of free agent wide receivers that just haven't hit. It was actually nice to see one that actually, produced and came through when Josh gave him his opportunities. Outside of the one where he just watched the guy almost pick it off when he was just standing there.
Yeah, what was it? He gave up on the play. That you got it. I hope he understands you can't do that. Shavers, I thought he was out there in the beginning, and then I didn't see him much in the second half. You notice that? He was out there early in the first half, and he was disappeared in the second. They totally took him off the field.
Teams. He was all special teams.
Right. But he was on offense, though, Mikey, a few times in the first half.
They only put him in on goal line for blocking.
No, I saw him earlier in the drive, actually.
I know. I'm saying in the second half, he was only in.
Oh, okay, so it seems like they're like, hey, we're just gonna, which I understand. You gotta go with your best of the best at that point, especially when you're down. But what'd you feel about Dorian Strong getting the start? And did you like his play?
No, yeah, I thought, like Mikey was saying, I thought he did a solid job in the run game. I think that was kind of my one thing about him is that, how would you do there? They didn't really attack him because, like Mikey said, they didn't have to. They didn't really need to attack him. But no, I thought he did a solid job. I thought he was a little bit handsy, but I can understand that. I want to see a lot more physicality about him. Again, his ability to play as a physical kind of bigger corner at that press point is what he was kind of known for. And so I like that. I like what he was able to do, but just his ability to kind of process in the run game was something that I was very curious seeing, especially if they started to kind of go his way to the perimeter. Thought he did a pretty solid job there. No, I thought, honestly, in my personal opinion, I don't think we're going to look back with Trey. I think Trey getting hurt was probably the worst thing he can do for him. I think if he gets back, I don't think he plays. I think that's Dorian Strong's job, or if Maxwell Hairston comes back, which I think it's going to take him. I think it's going to take him a minute in order for him to get on the field.
I do too.
That may be Dorian Strong's job until Maxwell.
Yeah, I do too. And there's another guy too that may not have a job coming back, which is Tyler Bass. I feel like if Prater continues to kick that way, Jarek, in the next 3 games, they have a really, they're going to have to really question about what they're going to do with Bass, because McDermott preaches best guy available, right? He's going to play the best, who earned the job. And if Prater's, making kicks like that, and right down the middle, I felt so confident watching Prater. Jarek, I'm sure you did too. But he was money, man. I mean, those were crisp kicks. So that's another guy I feel like we'll see. Go ahead.
Let's say, what's funny? Because I was watching the warm-up. Prater was missing he was missing a lot of kicks to a point.
Was he in warm-ups?
Yeah. Ray
wow.
Davis, he was warming up with the kickers too, man. Ray Davis out there with the kickers.
Surprising.
Hitting some field goals, but no, Prater, I thought. But no, to be fair, like they had, he was making a lot of, he was attempting a lot of 50-yard kicks from the 30. Just was not really that accurate.
There you go.
But he said his long was 53.
Yeah.
Last night in pregame. They said, they don't think he's going to go
So he probably just doesn't have that.
Inside 40 or inside 50.
He's money.
He can make them.
He's
Yeah,
money.
that's fine. Yeah.
So that'll be interesting.
I didn't feel concerned at all. Like when he ran out for the right before half, I felt like he was going to make it. The end of the game, when they had that, I felt I had no concerns that he was going to miss it. And that's my only concern with Bass. Bass has the leg, but he's streaky, man, and he'll shank a short one.
We've seen it multiple times. Matter of fact, he had the shortest missed field goal last year. I think it was like 17 yards, 16 yards. He shanked it. And one more thing too, Jarek. I'll tell you what. I shit on McDermott a lot, right? Like on him as his coaching blunders. I thought he did a very good job last night with time management. I thought his clock management was really good. How'd you feel about his clock management?
I thought it was very, very good. Not really utilizing those timeouts all that much often in the second half. We needed that. We
having
needed
the 3 at the end when we had to have it.
Yes. In the past, he would have called a dumbass fucking timeout or challenge that was a nonsense challenge that everybody knew was, not a good challenge, right? That's what he does, right? And matter of fact, didn't he do that in the game last year? Right? And then we had no more timeouts, right? Yeah. We could have used the extra, right? But I thought he did really good in the first half with the field goal, and then in the second half, towards the end, we had all three. And if we didn't have all three there,
Now the 2-point conversion, even though I still feel like we should have got it, that's the one where I'm like, okay,
Ooh,
I understand.
I didn't like that.
Because it was like it's a one we have a chance to potentially tie. Now I get it because the offside calls goes, and now you're going to move the ball at the 2-yard line. But it's like that was just a situation where like we didn't really need to go for 2. We could have tried to go for the tie.
Right.
But, this is very similar to the Chiefs game where we had a PAT. It was an offsides call. We moved to the 2-yard line. We didn't get it, and now you're playing catch up, and now you have no choice but to kind of use some of those 2-point conversions, which we would. By the way, we are 0 for 6 in 2-point conversions in the last 2 to 3 games. I don't know what's going on with our offensive 2-point conversions, but it's
like the fucking play call.
We just can't get it.
And Jarek, I know you were at the game, but me and Mikey obviously watching from home, listening to the commentators, and it was the funniest shit, Jarek. It was the last 2-point conversion fail, but Collinsworth was like, he goes, they have a play in their back pocket that they've been that they've had studied the whole offseason to use for this one game that they're gonna. It was the most basic fucking play call on a 2-point conversion. It's like, no, Collinsworth, no, we don't. Apparently, we don't have those kind of play calls for this moment. Oh man, I just thought it was funny, man.
Like, what happened to getting Josh outside with a run pass option?
Right, anything creative, right?
Or run that quarterback sweep power where Dawson Knox leaks out and Josh just flips over the line.
Yeah.
Like, where are any of those creative plays at? Like, we ran the most basic plays inside. They were running it from shotgun like it was, 4th and 18, and they were going for it. I was like, what are we doing?
What the fuck are we doing? And Jarek, you're 1,000% right on the 2-point. Like, that's a blunder. See, that's a coaching blunder. It makes zero sense at that point. If you're trailing by a shitload of points, fine, right? Okay, I get it, right? You got to get a lot of points right now on the board. But we're down. We're not. We would have been down a touchdown. Then you're not chasing an extra. You don't need a 2-point conversion at that point. I didn't understand it. I really didn't. I didn't get it. And Mikey was like, Mikey texted me, what are we doing, right? Why are we doing this?
The Bills just go offsides. Go offsides and PAT is going to force McDermott to go for it.
Right. Just go offsides every time. Force it. Oh, man.
Yeah, hold on. I'll be right back.
Yeah, go ahead. Oh, dude, Jarek, man. But so I know you said, they were showing about half the stadium left, right? Did you, were you able to get that better seats when fans leave? How does that work?
No, I'm pissed. I should have, man. Because there were so many empty seats in the 100s right below me, but it's like I'm the heat of the moment. Not to mention, I sat with fans. I sat with a couple people, man. It was like some teenagers that they were dancing, like they were hyped the entire game, even though we were down by 2 scores. You got people literally that were sleeping during the game. People were taking naps, and they were just all down. These two were just hyped up. So I'm like, I'll just kind of stand with them because it's just positive energy, and it kind of gets because I ain't gonna lie, if we didn't score within the last 5 minutes, I was gonna be gone myself. So it is what it is. But no, they kept me into it. But I should have. Looking back, and I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, I could have. There were so many empty seats in the 100s. I could have got so much of a better view, but
you probably
I sat in the 300s. Like I was in 300 levels. Now I'm not
okay. That's not bad. Yeah, that's not bad.
Mad at it because I have an all 22 view, so I can see exactly what coverage we're in. If we're on defense, I can see the formations. So I'm like, I'm fine with it. But it's like, man, I could have had such a better angle if I would have just came down to the 100s.
Yeah. You know what I wish that Joe Brady would implement more into this offense is a more up-tempo offense. I feel like every time we're in that up-tempo 2-minute drive type of offense, it just clicks more. It runs so much smoothly, right? I just feel like Josh is more free. Like you get the defense backpedaling. They can't substitute. I don't know, man. I just feel like the offense works at its best, and that up-tempo flow, man, they just don't do it a lot. They don't do it a lot. What do you feel about the up-tempo? You feel like they should go more up-tempo?
Yeah, I could see it, especially if it was like 2-minute offenses. Like you want to see a little bit more hurry up, a little bit more urgency there. Spin, to answer your question, if I had to give an estimate, I probably would say around 40,000 people left. 40,000 people left.
Damn.
Yeah, a lot of people.
40,000?
Yeah.
You heard Josh's. I'm guessing you heard Josh after, right? He was like,
yeah, he was calling the fans.
He sure did. He sure did.
The fans that were there, they were saying the exact same shit. They was like, bro, like what, like man, we're never gonna abandon our team. Or no, this is like, yeah, they were talking shit too to the
yeah. I'll tell you what, man. I go down with the sinking ship, bro. Like I've been watching this team for a long time, dude. So I got tough skin, bro. You know what I mean? So no matter what, I'm sticking with it. I've seen, I've obviously been through a lot of rough games, including all the Super Bowl losses. So it's tough, but you got to grind it out, man. If this is your team and you love your team, you gotta feel their pain with them, right? It's just how it goes, man. So I'm a believer in that. But I'll tell you what I did last night, Jarek. I had a parlay going, and I just realized I had 2 going that I cashed out on. I forgot about the other one, where it was a parlay. It was $1, bro, for $4.50, and I hit everything except for the Bills to win, and it was down to $40 a cash out. And I said, there's no way. 15. We're down 15, right? I'm just gonna take the $39, right? We wind up winning. I would have won $4.50. That's one of them.
Oh man.
Yes. The other one was a parlay of just wins. Like I had I think I got 9 games right. The last game was the Buffalo Bills winning, and this is before the game started. And I don't know why I didn't trust I should have stuck with it, but I'm like, they offer me $110 and it would have paid me $6.50. And I took the 110 for $1. Yeah, brutal, bro. Just brutal. So yeah, I can't be doing that no more. I gotta go with my gut when I place these bets, bro. So but you see, shame on me, right? It's almost like I feel like Josh is yelling at me right now. You have no faith, man, right? Right there. It's been saying it. You see? In all capital letters, no faith, Tommy. Right? Shame on me, right, Jarek? Shame on me.
Man, listen, you ain't the only one. Tommy, the majority of fans even the people that were there in that stadium, the majority of people there were, except for Ravens fans, did not like it. We didn't have the hope. We didn't have that hope until Ed Oliver had the turnover, and then we drove down to score. That's when the stadium was rejuvenated, and that's when everything got back up again. But you ain't the only one.
Yeah, hey, but I don't. I refuse to turn off the TV or get away. I do sit there and like I said, I will go down with the ship. So that I am proud of myself. I've always been like that. I got to witness the Houston Oiler comeback, which was unbelievable. Like I'll never forget that moment. And I gotta say,
I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that.
I did.
I'm turning the TV off. 38-3. I'm out. I'm gone.
Dude, I could. I like I said. No, I like it was funny because I tell the story all the time. It was I lived in South Florida at the time, and my mom, pretty much my whole family, diehard Dolphin fans. And my mom was there with her boyfriend, who was, at the time was a Dolphin fan. He was talking so much shit, bro. Next to me on the couch while I was watching, and I was young. I was a young kid, but just talking, rubbing it in, right? Typical fucking Dolphin fan, right? And he got up and left. Like he was like, "That's fucking game." You like you're just ripping on me, and I'm just like, "Whatever, man." I keep watching, and then he comes back, asks like we're pretty much this comeback, right? And he's like, "What the fuck is going on?" And I go, "Shut the fuck up." Right? And then we win. It was the most unbelievable thing. Dude, I'll never forget it. But last night, Jarek, last fucking night, bro, I'm going to tell you right now, when we look back at this Allen era, right, this goes down as, a moment in time like that you won't forget, dude. If you're a fan of this team, diehard Bills Mafia, put that in the book of unbelievable moments. Am I right? Like does this go down as a game where you're gonna always remember that moment? Especially you were there.
Yeah, that's the greatest game I ever. That's the greatest game I've ever seen live, and I've seen a lot of good games, mostly college games. Man, that's the greatest game I've ever seen live. Just like the nerves, the like everything that you'll experience just being there. It's just like that. That thing, yeah, that was nuts. That was crazy for what I was able to witness. But no, Josh, I'm sorry he's the best quarterback in my opinion. He's the best quarterback in Bills history. I understand that Jim Kelly went to 4 Super Bowls and stuff like that. I'm sorry, man. Jim Kelly's not doing that. He's not.
No. I love Jim Kelly, but he's not what Josh like. And he knows this. He says this, right? Like he understands this. But the difference is, Jarek, that Buffalo Bills team, the Super Bowl teams, we had talent on both sides of the ball. We had playmakers. Right. Like, and it's so true how you say it's like, imagine Josh Allen at that time, right? Let's just say he was the quarterback. And I love Jim Kelly. We probably get a Super Bowl. To be honest with you, with that talent, can you imagine, like, if we had somehow the ability to bring Bruce Smith here, Bennett, Talley, right? I mean, Andre Reed, Thurman Thomas. I mean, with Josh Allen, are you fucking kidding me? Like, dude, we would have had already 2 Super Bowls for sure, no doubt in my mind, Jarek. Even with McDermott, that's that coach. Even with McDermott, with that talent, and Josh Allen leading the way, dude, I'm telling you right now, we would have at least 2. Keyshawn was at the game. He said he was there. He stayed, and he said he left right when Mr. Brightside hit. So, you know what's funny? I feel like that song, either people love it or hate it. I'm noticing. What's your thoughts on Mr. Brightside?
I mean, I don't mind it. I mean, I like the song. I like the Killer, so I don't mind it. I'll sing the song too if I have to. But it's funny how all of a sudden because Dawson Knox because that song was went viral,
Wedding, right?
Wedding, yeah, right. And all of a sudden it does. And now a lot of Bills fans are thinking like, oh, well, we're the first team to do it. Like, no, we're not the first team to do it.
Michigan is.
Yeah, Michigan's been doing it for about a good decade now. So
that is their like song. Yeah, like, and by the way, it's funny. I don't know why I never knew this until I moved to Michigan. How big that stadium is. Like how many people that fucking stadium can hold. It's like 100 like
in the United States.
I don't know why. I'll be honest with you. Never knew that, and I love college football, and I don't know why.
From the outside, it doesn't look that big. Like it looks okay. Well, it can hold like 67,000 people until you actually wait 109,000 people.
Right? That's unbelievable. It's crazy, bro. They packed that fucking stadium. They packed that fucking stadium, dude. So shout out to Michigan, man, fans, because they represent. They go there. They pack that motherfucker, boy. And look at our stadium. New stadium, like 60,000. It's wild the amount of. They're almost double the amount of people in that stadium.
You take a look at our stadium, you would think, oh, that stadium can hold 80,000 people. No, it's just it's smaller than our old stadium in seat capacity.
Right.
But they'll charge some tickets, boy. Them tickets gonna be double. It's double the amount of price compared to our old stadium. But it is what it is. Whatever.
Right. Keyshawn, when they played that, I was like, Mac, you ready? He's singing and fellowshipping. Let's slide. I have to go watch the game again. I get it. The song's okay. Like, it's not the worst. I mean, we could have chose a really bad song, right? Like, I don't think it's the god awful song. But I'm not, put it this way, it's not on my playlist. You know what I mean? But I could, when they're playing it in the stadium and I'm watching on TV, if the players are having a good time with it, fine. I almost think some players think it's like a joke, right? I'm sure some like it and some are like, well, hey, I guess my teammate likes it. Let's just roll with it. Right? So, oh, man. Allen is about there. I have him over Kelly. But the stats have to nail the coffin. Yeah, I agree. But man, Allen's not also Jarek agrees with this. Like, he's not getting a lot of help from McBean, right? Like, as far as bringing in better talent, right? And we talk about the 90 Bills, right? And the talent they had across the board on offense and defense. You gotta have more talented players. And I'm not shitting on our players, by the way. I think we have good players. I defend Bean a lot. People know that about me. But there has to be a time that you have to go all in. Like, you have to do stuff that makes you uncomfortable. And I know, Bean has an outlook of what he wants to do with this team as far as the future and this team is going to be good for a long time. And that's all fine. Like, I'm cool with that. But at some point we want to win a Super Bowl, right? And there has to be a time where you're like, hey, Josh Allen's only going to be in his prime for so long, right? Let's do stuff that makes us a little uncomfortable here, right? Get out of our comfort zone and maybe trade up in the draft, right? For a top 15 pick, right? Or make a trade for a player that is an impactful player. Give up some draft picks, right? You have to do something eventually, right? You cannot keep doing this same thing you're doing every offseason where it's shopping at the Dollar Tree. I mean, no offense to some of these guys we're signing, but we're signing the cheapest of the cheap. We're signing aging veterans. We're bringing back former players that nobody really wants to sign. Let's be real. Like Trey White, was he going anywhere else? Probably not. You know what I mean? Jordan Poyer clearly wasn't going to go anywhere. Jordan Phillips clearly not going to go anywhere. I like these guys. I get it, but they're not impactful at this stage of their careers, right? We signed two guys that are suspended for 6 games. They're not even doing anything for half the season for us. Joey Bosa, look, I thought he was okay last night, and I hope he continues to get better, and I hope that signing works out. But even that is a 1-year deal that could go sideways if he gets hurt, which is a possibility. I mean, so I just feel like sometimes, man, they're not really taking a bigger opportunity or bigger chances out there to get an impactful player. That's all I want. I want an impactful player. And you guys could bring up Von Miller, but let's be real. Von also was aging at the time. I get that was kind of a swing and miss because of the injury that didn't help. But ultimately, man, we had a chance for probably Ryan Thomas Jr. In the draft to trade up. Like, why not? Why not take why not take that chance, that gamble? Why not try to get Micah Parsons? or Hendrickson when they're available, right?
We did. We tried to go after Micah. They didn't.
I mean, that's what we heard, but we also don't, right? But we don't know what we really offered either. You get what I'm saying? Like, what was the real offer? I have no idea. It could have been 1 first-round pick. You know what I'm saying? Like
1 first-round pick and like a 4th, and we'll probably give you like AJ.
Right. Like it. The thing is with Bean, he hoards his draft picks. So I don't believe he was ever going to willing to give up 2 first-round picks. It just wasn't. I just don't believe he offered that. I could be wrong. I wasn't on the phone call, but he's very stingy when it comes to draft picks. So I think it was just too rich for his blood. Plus the contract, I think he knew he would have to pay him like Green Bay paid him. And once again, I don't think he wanted to step outside his comfort zone and get a big contract like that where he would have to restructure a lot of deals and push money in the future. So it just wasn't going to happen, in my opinion. I didn't believe that trade was ever going to happen. I don't care that people said we were involved. I just never felt like we were going to make that move. But I will say this though. I felt like Bean has finally gotten it where they're bringing in younger players and they're starting to play younger players now. So I like what they're doing and understanding that you have to start moving on from the older players, the starters, and getting younger guys. What do you feel about the younger guys right now? Are you comfortable with these younger guys, like their future outlook?
Future outlook, yes. Right now, no. Absolutely not. Besides Dorian, I mean, honestly, the best rookie so far is Jackson Hawes. That's the best rookie on our team.
Jackson Hawes.
Yeah, I thought he was spectacular. He was very, very. I thought all 3 of our tight ends in terms of run blocking fit played excellent. But no, in terms of the rookies with Walker and Sanders, Hancock, I like their future output because they're high upside players, which is something that we didn't really draft. We don't really go for high upside players until recently. Like we had a slew of draft picks that I can say are all high upside players, but low floor players as well. So the future looks bright, but at least for right now, and in terms of what we're dealing with, it's going to take a lot of time in order for these guys to develop.
Okay. Keyshawn asked, were you singing Mr. Brightside? Be honest.
No,
he
I
wants
was.
to know.
I got a video on my channel if you want to see it too. If you want to see me sing
there you go. So there you go.
It's on my channel if you want to see it.
Okay, so Keyshawn, go to what's your channel? Tell them your channel, Jan Sports.
Yep,
is it just Jan Sports?
Yep.
Jan all right, Sports. Go to Jan Sports if you want to see my man here singing Mr. Brightside. I'm sure it's a doozy, man. I'll definitely check that out. Jarek, no doubt about it, dude. At least you're honest. I love the honesty, and I love that you recorded it. I love that you recorded it. Strong played well, didn't he? I thought he did. I thought Strong played well. Jarek agreed. He thought he played well as I thought he had some plays that didn't look too good. He got burnt on one of the plays. I think he had like a pass interference call. But outside of that, he's going to have his little rookie, stumbles, right? But I felt like he did pretty well. I'm not going to complain about Dorian Strong at all. And by the way, too, Jarek, shout out to McDermott for playing Dorian Strong. He could have went with Ingram.
Yeah, that surprised me. I'm like, that surprised me a lot. That surprised me a lot. So either Dorian Strong they either liked what they saw after his evaluation, or they didn't really trust DeMarcus Ingram in that situation. So hopefully they was the other latter. But I mean, basically for what I saw, Strong played well. So can't get mad at it.
Yeah.
He played well.
Yeah. Yep. Keyshawn says he's going to your page right after this. He has to check you out, man. He has to check the remix of Mr. Brightside by Jarek. Jarek, you're gonna do a remix to it. You're gonna do a whole nother version of Mr. Brightside, and film it at your house for us.
I may have to do something, man. I mean, like I said, I don't mind the song, man. I don't mind the song. Like you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes, when you get some beers in you, man, like you gotta, especially the way that was going, like I gotta do something. I gotta get a little hyped up. So
so you're telling
what it is.
Are you telling me the whole way home was on repeat, Mr. Brightside? You just had it on shuffle. You just had it on replay the whole way home, Mr.
No.
Brightside.
Man,
10 times straight.
It wasn't like that. Yeah, it wasn't like that. Keyshawn, when you actually watch the video, you can tell that I'm drunk. You can tell that I'm slurring words. I'm slurring words at the same. Yeah, you can tell. So it is. So you know what I'm saying. Don't dog me too much. I do wish we had our own song. Like I do. Like
Right,
it is what
right.
it is.
I know. What's the rapper out there that? God,
Benny?
I forget his name. Benny the Butcher. I know he's made a few, right?
Yeah,
Of course, there's some local rappers, right? But they haven't really took off, right? Like that, right? Like they haven't really. And maybe do the Bills ever play his song? By the way, like in the stadium.
Benny? Yeah, we use it as a pregame.
Okay. Well, there you go. But it's just not.
Yeah,
It's just not that song.
Yeah, he has like a what the song's called Bills Mafia. Like he created a song specifically for the Bills to use for pregame. And then, but no, he's not like mainstream. Like it's not like a song that's like viral or something that the fans are gonna sing in unison. Like it's not anything like that.
So they're not gonna all get together and sing the chorus. That's what you're saying. It doesn't happen.
We don't really like. We don't have like catchy songs or like traditions and like college does that we can just like really a lot of NFL teams don't. I think that's what we're trying to do. Because at this point they're forcing Mr. Brightside. Like at first, okay, it was cool. Like I know why they were doing it, but then it became a tradition of okay, we're only going to sing the song when it's blowouts. Then it became a song. Then they did it during the Ravens game when we won by 3, and we didn't even win, but no, it was tied in the fourth quarter, and they played that song in the fourth quarter. And now we're to this where they played at the end of the game. So I don't know. I think they're trying to find a tradition for Bills fans to get into, and they're trying to force the issue.
They're seeing what sticks, huh? See what song sticks. So far, this one's sticking. I got to be honest with you. It's what, 3 years now? I think they've been doing that, or 2 or 3, right? They've been playing this song.
This is the second year.
So this is the second year. Okay, it's second year they've been playing it. So this may be just one of those things until Allen leaves, right? Until Allen retire. This may be the song. So get used to it. It just may be the song.
I learned the lyric. I watched the video myself, and I'm like, you know what? All right, well, I got to learn. If I'm going to the dance, I might as well just do it anyway. I'm not just going to sit there and let everybody else sing around me. I'm not going to do it myself.
If I get to go to a game again, I went down there in 2018. Josh's rookie year I had a blast, but I'll have to act like I know the song.
They got the lyrics on the screen. So you can just
do they?
Yeah, they got the lyrics on the screen. You can just read the lyrics for yourself.
All right, okay. I'll be there with you, Jericho. You'll have to help me with the lyrics. Keyshawn saying, hell no, but we do Mafia. Yeah, dude, but what a
song, by the way. That's Benny's song.
We do Mafia?
Yeah.
Okay. Keyshawn says, I refuse. He's not learning. Oh, fucking A, dude. By the way, the Bears are down 27-24, and that's a wrap. The game is over. So they kind of came back a little bit there, but Bears lose 27-24. Really the better team won, in my opinion, but man, the Bears looked a little better. I got to be honest with you with Ben Johnson. What you thought was going to happen this year, right? Caleb in the second year, a good offensive coordinator becoming head coach in Ben Johnson. But just like, a lot of these younger, these teams with new coaches, and younger quarterbacks like New England, they're going to have, it's going to be a year or two, right? A couple years, that is, before they, start to see improvement, right? So I would say, what do you think about the Bears? You think it's going to take a couple years with Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams to kind of get this thing going, or do you see it taking a little longer?
They don't got a choice, and they choked this lead. They should have won this game. They should have won this game, in my personal opinion. But no, it's that roster it's like, in terms of their roster, it's one of the best. It's like, in my opinion, I think it's one of the 10 best rosters in the league. They have too much talent for them not to win this game. Now they didn't have Jalen Johnson and Kyle Gordon, which is two of their best corners. But I don't know. That defensive front is still solid. Their offense, like, I don't know how much firepower does Caleb need in order for them to actually succeed. Like you got DJ
He's still young though. He's still a young quarterback. And listen, JJ's young, so maybe there's no excuse, right? I mean, JJ is basically a rookie, right, out there. But it's I still think you got to remember too, new head coach, new offensive system. You know what I mean? It's a learning curve. So I thought they played better. I thought they looked a little bit better with Ben Johnson tonight, but I think it's going to take a little time. I do. It's just like New England with May. I think that's not going to be. You'll see improvement this year from them. I think they'll play a little bit better with their new coach. They got the better offensive coordinator there now, but I think by year 2, year 3 is where these coaches are gonna get these teams turned around. The Jets are interesting. I will say that this year, that's an interesting team to watch. After watching them week 1, and I know it's tough to kind of judge teams right away off week 1, and the Jets have been a disaster. But I will say. What I saw week 1, at least offensively by the Jets, I thought that was a mass improvement from what I saw last year. Their defense, though, I would be a little concerned if I'm a Jets fan because you have talent and you're having some issues there. You're giving up 17 points in the fourth quarter. You're blowing the lead. You're not helping out the offense. So that's one thing that would probably be a little concerning this year. If I'm a Jets fan, because you have the talent, it's weird that they're, and I get it's Aaron Rodgers, but it's still an aging Aaron. Like, they should have played a little bit better there at home, especially being at home. So they had the opportunity to win that game. And that would have been, for me, if the Jets win that game, that's momentum. That's a big momentum for them. Being 1-0, beating your old quarterback and Aaron Rodgers, especially with that, you know what I mean? But to lose that game and defensively, I just thought that was just that was tough for the Jets, man. But I do see them a little better. I do. I think they have real opportunity. From what I saw in the AFC East, they have a real opportunity to finish in second place. Now, with that being said, 9 wins, 8 wins, 9 wins. The Dolphins right now, they may start 0-4. They're bad. I mean, and to be honest with you, I would, if I'm a Dolphins fan, I want that. I don't want to. I want my coach fired. Start 0-4. Let's start clearing house, because if they start to win, let's say they have a decent season, guess what? McDaniel's not going anywhere, and neither is Greer. Right? You got to have a losing season. You got to start off bad, and they did. They fucking did. And I think the Patriots are still in a transition here with the new coach. It's going to take a little bit. You got May in the second year. They're still building around him. So we'll see. What's your thoughts, Mikey? Glad to have you back, Mikey. Mikey had to go for a business call, which we totally understand. Business is business. What's your thoughts on the East? And we'll ask Jarek later.
I liked what I saw from the Jets. Remember, week 1's liars. So, I want to see it more than the one week. But I was impressed with the offense. Like, we know what the defense is. Yeah, I'm easy to forget. It's all good. Their defense is usually good. The offense is what impressed me. Breece Hall looked like the old Breece Hall in week 1.
Yes.
It looks like he slimmed down a little bit and he's brought back that speed. Justin Fields and Garrett Wilson look like they haven't missed a beat since college. So it's really going to come down to the offensive line. On the Patriots, I think the Patriots are going to be up and down this year. You're going to see some really good play and you're going to see some really bad play. It's going to be bumpy for them. They're rebuilding. And Miami, I don't even know what to make of that showing. Was that just a bad week, or is that really what they are? We'll find out next week when they get the Patriots.
We will, and that's a big game for them. And I was hearing TD talk about that. He's like, man, if we lose against the Patriots, that's going to set the tone for probably big time talk about, at least for the owners, about firing. Go ahead and starting the process of moving on, because it doesn't get any easier. God. They play the Bills. They play the Bills right after. Prime time. Not good. So I honestly, man, like I said, a second ago. I just feel like they're falling apart, and you're seeing it firsthand. And they were falling apart last year.
Tyreek's on
and
his way out.
And Tyreek's, it's not getting any better. Him and Tua clearly are not on the same page because in the locker room or on the field.
Not on the same page
right?
with anybody last weekend other than
but I mean like the way they talk about each other, right?
Oh,
hey,
God,
I don't trust this guy. Like he has to earn it back. Like that's rough talk.
At the end of the year, it was wild because they were really close for a while.
Yeah, Tua said he was the best. Remember, he's better than Patrick Mahomes. He throws a better ball than Mahomes. Remember that?
Yeah.
When he first got there. So funny how things change, right? Funny how things change when you're losing.
Daniels for the right guard, Daniels for a couple weeks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I thought their defense which Curtis, at least their line was pumping up, right? We got the best even. I don't think they showed up either. Like, I don't think it just seemed like,
and that
I don't know what
is
it's terrible to, yeah, dude. I just think, and
Daniel Jones carved them up,
bro. Right? Absolutely. He looked great out there. He was hitting every pass. I mean, and McDaniel afterwards heard his interview. I mean, the guy's he's just it's out of it, man. I don't think the players respect him at all. They don't buy into his shtick. And if that's how he talks to the media, and that's probably how he talks to his players. You can, I don't know how you can get motivated with that guy. You know what I mean? Like, why certain coaches, like players, want to win for their coach. They want to, they're going to do everything they can, right? They got their coaches back. Do you really think they got their coaches back? Like, I don't think so. I just don't see it.
I think it's a fractured locker room. I think some of them really like him and some of them don't.
Maybe. Yeah, because they like him because they let them get away with whatever the fuck they want to get away with.
I'm saying right? some of them like him and some of them don't. Like, you heard Jordan Poyer talk about it. Like, it was bad last year. He was like, that was a bad situation. It was so bad last year. He's like, let me go back to the practice squad in my career there. I don't care. I just need to get that taste out of my mouth.
Right. I just want to get the fuck out. Right. I just want to see some other like normalcy.
That was wild.
Again. Jarek, what do you think about the East, man?
It's exactly what I I didn't expect the Dolphins to play that bad. I expected the Dolphins to win this game.
Me too.
The Colts basically baited Tua the entire game because they knew his tendencies. Tua's a spot thrower, man. It is what it is. He just throws a certain spot. They baited him. Both those interceptions were just baits. And I honestly believe that if I don't know what's going on, but these defenses have figured out how to slow down these weapons. And Tua as a quarterback, you have to give him weapons. Like Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, like there are quarterbacks out there. They can survive. They can elevate the talent. Tua can't elevate the talent. He just can't. If you put him in a pretty good situation, he can make the most out of that talent, and they can perform. But in terms of elevation, Tua does not elevate the talent. I think people kind of get that confused because of the backup quarterbacks like Skylar Thompson, Quinn Ewers, who else, like, some of the other backups they had, like, those are backup quarterbacks. They're not starting quality guys. They're backups for a reason. So I think that's kind of the biggest misconceptions that Dolphins fans use is that they see these quarterbacks have played bad, and Tua, when he's in there, he plays great. Like, no, they're backups. They're not starters. So,
right.
I don't know if there's a void year in Tua's contract for this year or if it's next year, but whatever the case is, they got. I'm with you guys. They got to clean house. They gotta find a way to get rid of Tua. They gotta find a way. Mike McDaniel's got to get fired, and they gotta trade Tyreek Hill. Like Tyreek Hill, like just watching him play on a lot of his routes, like he wasn't putting forth on a lot of the effort on his routes. He was a lot lazy. I mean, at first, I don't know if he's hurt. That could be a possibility, but it's not good. It's not good right now. What's going on in the situation? I just think they need to clean house. Chris Greer's got to get fired. He's been there for the longest amount of time. I have no idea why he continues to get the excuses that he does. He's got to go. They got to clean house. I think they'll rebound. I think they'll beat the Patriots. But they are not. That is an 8 to 9 win football team that they're just not going to go anywhere. Even if they do make the playoffs, they'll lose in the first round. That they're not going anywhere. Stuck in the middle, and that's the worst place to be at a football team is to consistently be stuck in the middle. You're not going to get any better. You're not going to get any worse. So, clean house with it.
Yeah, I think they gotta blow it up. I mean, new GM, new coach, just clean house. Really, get rid of your big contracts. Trade away Hill. Try to, somebody will take Hill. Someone's definitely would take Hill. Tua, I think you're just gonna have to, you're gonna have to find a way to get rid of him. Cut him. You might have to eat a little bit of the salary, whatever you got to do. But it's time. It's time. If you're a Dolphin fan, and I'm sure they've been saying it, you gotta blow the thing up, man. It's not working anymore. And rebuild. You gotta start all over, and that's okay. I mean, that's plenty of teams have gone through that phase. We went through that phase. But if you do it right, then you can bounce back and be a good team. I mean, there's plenty of proof of that throughout the NFL, where teams blow it up and find the right GM, find the right coach, and you go through the draft and you find your quarterback. I mean, that's really that's what it takes. And if you don't find your quarterback, you do it again. And you draft another quarterback again until you find your quarterback. You build around him. I think the Dolphins were never satisfied with Tua from the start. I think the owner wanted Tom Brady
extension. I hope they give Greer
right. Yeah.
Keep just keep it.
Keep him around, baby. Keep it going. Yeah, but it's been a shit show. I mean, think about it. The owner got in trouble for trying to get Tom Brady on the fucking team. I mean, that's how desperate, right? I mean, that's how desperate with Tua. Yeah, unbelievable, right? Like, what a shit show. And then they had their old coach there who was in a dispute to start Tua with the GM over Ryan Fitzpatrick, who started off, 3-0? And they pulled Fitzpatrick for Tua. Never that. Fitzpatrick was playing pretty. It was just a weird. It's been a nightmare there. And then he laughed, and then Tua said he was mean. It's like,
didn't baby him.
Right, didn't baby him. It's like, oh my god, dude. It's like I said. If I'm a Dolphin fan right now, I'm looking at this team going, man, it's been a fucking disaster. It's been a disaster. We need to blow it up. So.
Right?
Can you imagine? It probably will, right?
Oh, no.
Sunny South Florida, right? Of course, right? He's coached already a Florida team before.
His suit and gets back into the NFL. He's gonna be in Florida.
Yep. They'll give him the GM. They'll give him the GM job more, right? He'll probably want to do everything. Who knows? You know how this goes. And the owner will probably give it to him because he's desperate.
He'll bring in his guy like he did when he brought in Mayock.
He might, but Gruden might go, hey, if you want me, if Gruden wants to do that, he may not. But you know how some coaches have that.
The Raiders, he picked Mayock to be his.
Oh, you're right, he did. So you're right. Yeah.
So
he may have say in that.
He'll probably bring in the GM that he wants, and then
dude, I would be ecstatic if I was a Dolphin fan.
Where he'll end up.
Truly happened.
He's gonna end up back in San Francisco because they all end up going back to Kyle.
Yeah, that would be unbelievable. So, Mikey, anything else on the docket tonight? I know we didn't get around to a lot.
The good, the bad, the ugly.
Yeah, let's do it. Jarek, you want to stick around for the good, bad, and ugly?
All
right, brother. Go ahead, Mikey.
I want my music.
Oh, that's right. I can't believe I almost forgot that. Look, it's a new show. It's a new night. Forgive me.
No,
God,
no,
it's been so long.
It's
been so long. So I'll be honest with you. You got to remember though, it's been 6 months since I played. Yeah, it's been a long time. So here we go.
The good. The bad. The ugly.
That's right. And we've talked about a lot of this tonight already. So let's start with the good. That is our quarterback. Our quarterback was fantastic. It was awesome. Early in the game, Jarek had some really good takes on him checking out and trying to do something in the chess game. You actually saw him playing the chess game with Roquan Smith, which was awesome. Our special teams. When's the last time we said that, Tommy? We have a new special teams coach,
right?
And he had our special teams on point. Outside of our coverage unit,
finally.
there was a lot of
coverage unit was shaky at times.
Yeah. But
what up, Keys?
For the most part, it was our special teams was really good. At Oliver, how do he was a monster. Our wide receivers, Keon stepped up. Shakir was who he normally is. We saw Dalton Kincaid catch the first touchdown. You saw Josh Palmer get involved late. We didn't really see much of Elijah Moore.
Only, I'm thinking that for beginning, he had a quick play for a first down, but outside of that,
you really didn't get much of him, but they were solid. I thought Torrance and Brown were really good. I thought Dion, and we'll get in, I thought Dion and Edwards were so. But I thought the right side was better than the left on this game. So I want to shout out those guys. So really, I think, and McDermott's time management was good.
Yes, I'm with you. I said that earlier.
Yeah,
but I thought that was a good sign for McDermott because he's been notoriously bad at clock management, calling bad timeouts, worst timeouts, challenging plays that make no sense, losing timeouts, multiple games that where we lost because of clock management. So yeah, I agree with you. It was great to see.
And then obviously, Tyler Bass for getting hurt and giving us a new kicker who is money.
Yeah, 100%. And by the way, Jeff, we always get to the real men of genius after every at the end of each live show that we do. So we'll be playing one or two tonight.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Mike.
All right. So the bad. I'm going to go with McDermott's, decision making. Back to pulling the point off the board and going for two. I understand it's all analytics, but there's a rule of thumb in the NFL. You don't take points off the board. There was no true need for it at that time. And we weren't, we didn't have 2 field goals. We were trying to make up for it. It was going to be a tie game. You don't do that.
Right.
So
it was score was still
because then we started.
It was still in reach.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the score was still in reach. Like it wasn't like I said earlier, it wasn't we were down. Right. We weren't down, 23. We're okay, fine, right? I mean, like, well, we got to get the points somewhere, right? We got to start adding these points up. But you're right, like boneheaded decision. Yeah, bonehead made no sense. Go ahead.
Didn't like it. Some of the play calls offensively, Joe Brady, especially when we were on the 2-point line, the 2-point conversions. I don't know what we're doing. I don't know if it was Josh. I don't know if it was Brady's play calls, but therefore in the second quarter, like we struggled to get anything going until the 2 minute, or the 25 seconds, really.
It was odd because I felt like, and Jarek, I'm sure he was because he was there. I thought the first drive, I was like, okay, all right, we're doing
a lot of motion.
Motion, a lot of creativity. I'm like getting different people involved, right? That whole everybody eats 2.0 that I've been talking about. Okay, all right, he scored 7 right away. Bills Mafia's hyped up, and then on the next series, run, right? And then the next series, screen pass, run, screen pass. What? Why? Like a bubble screen? Like, what are we doing? Right? Like, I didn't understand where Brady lost it there.
And it may not have been Brady, because I think Jarek talked about it. Josh checked out.
That was Josh. He was checking out.
You're right. Was checking out.
Yeah,
I agree, but
they were showing,
then Josh got to do better.
They were showing cover 0, and it was really what it was a chess game. So as Josh checked, he rechecked. And it was just like, who went. It's the old Peyton Manning, Ray Lewis thing.
Yeah, I get it.
Back and forth.
I get it, and I don't mind. And we've always talked about, I don't mind if Josh checks out of a play. Like I love that. I love that he takes he's showing that ability now.
That
but
screenplay to James Cook, that Josh checked out of that play. He checked out of that play. That's what James Cook when he took it to 51 yards.
The big one at the end, they had a cover 0. Josh checked to it.
Now see that, but I get that part. But when you're doing 2 in a row on the same drive, that's like.
The first one he didn't check out. The first one was supposed to be the screen pass to get Keon going, and Keon dropped it.
Yeah.
And on the third down,
second, and
was expecting the cover 0 blitz, so he checked into the screen, and then they checked out of it.
Yeah, I felt like he could have we could have done something different there.
Yeah,
in my opinion, but I get the understanding, but it could have been I just think a different kind of check out or check down. But go ahead, Mikey.
Yep. So obviously the coverage units weren't fantastic. I would put them in the bad perspective. The communication on defense was really bad. I'm not gonna say it's ugly, terrible. But it was bad. I think I put some of that on Bobby Babich for not simplifying the game plan. If that was the case, if you notice that. Why didn't we make the adjustments quicker on the sidelines? It seriously took us until the end of the game to figure out how to, communicate. And really, I don't think it was truly them. I think it was truly them. They stopped running that quick RPO game and went to I formation and allowed us to make the checks quicker.
Yeah.
So I'll put that there. One other good I forgot. No injuries.
Yes. yes.
That
I agree. No injuries.
Yes. Bad. Joey Bosa's first half.
Yeah. But you should have him as a good as well. He's like a split because I thought
I don't know if he was really good in the second half. I thought he was better in the second half.
I thought he showed some flashes there, and I get what you're saying.
But I'm not going to put him in the good.
That makes sense.
I put the first half in the bad because
it makes sense.
And Epinesa kept crashing down as well. Like they crashed down and let Lamar just run around the outside, and then in the second half they made adjustments and they got a little bit better. So I'll give them that. And then to the ugly, our run defense and our tackling and our safeties. Holy shit.
Fucking bad. Yeah.
Those 3 were in ugly territory.
Yeah.
Walter, in the second half, he definitely made the adjustment. And you saw it click. And I think for the rest of the night he did. He had a pretty good night. But that first half, like Lamar was just running around him. He took the wrong step to crash, and by the time he realized it, Lamar was gone.
Yeah. Yeah, it's that like I said though yeah
okay.
I think our pass rush is pretty good, especially against that. Yeah, especially against Lamar. I mean,
except our pass rush didn't get Lamar on the ground. We didn't finish.
Yeah. Our rush lanes were not good. I mean, we were able to put a lot of pressure, but man, when it came, but again, you cannot just run straight from Lamar. You got to play gap integrity, and you have to be very disciplined.
If he's going to throw it, I would prefer the pressures over the sacks for the fact of let's slow down and contain him, because he hurts you more scrambling than he will trying to get the ball out quick.
Yeah, it was just but I thought we did a decent I agree though. I thought our pass rush was fairly well. I thought it was pretty good. Yeah. It was and you know what? I don't mind. Actually, I like the aggressiveness. I do. And we talked about this in the offseason. I want to see McDermott also get out of his comfort zone and get a little bit more aggressive on defense. Take some more chances. So show some more exotic looks out there on defense. And I hope he does that moving forward. I really do. Like you got to be aggressive. Against these guys. But
it's been that goes back to my issue with the safeties, because most of it outside of the one screen they threw outside, and then our safeties came down. And it was, Taylor Rapp took the wrong angle and Teron took the wrong angle. Most of it was over the middle on the safeties all day long, wide open. Him, D-Hop. The safeties were always a step late. You know, that's why they were in the ugly. So overall, that's my good, bad, and ugly for this week.
All right, good job, Mikey. Let me hit this for you real quick because Mikey does such a great job at this.
I'm Prison Mike.
Boom.
They did have linebackers at times covering Flowers, which is wild to me.
Yeah. So, man, Mikey, great job with the good, bad, and ugly. Man, so look, man, next week we're going against obviously the Jets, another team that's a run heavy team. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna see. Obviously, they watch film like every other team, and they're gonna try to attack our weak spots, right? So, I'll say this, like I said it a couple minutes ago. Hopefully, our young guys learned a lot of lessons from this game against a better running team than Baltimore. But if they took some stuff from this game and learned from it, I think we'll be just fine against their running attack next week. So we'll dive into that on Friday Night Lights when we preview the game. But I'm not worried. Obviously, I think we got the big game out of the way on this schedule early on. And man, sky's the limit really for this team. If they could continue to learn from their mistakes, that they've made early on. Obviously, there was quite a few, but this was a great win for the team. I think a motivating win for these younger guys to see how a team like this can pull together. And I'll say this too, man. You can't teach heart and fight, man. You either got it or you don't. And I felt like this team had that on Sunday night, man. And I felt like the Ravens didn't. They fell apart, and the fight wasn't. The fight went away, and the Bills were not stopping. So that's how I saw that.
Yeah. Also, it's not just the young guys; it's the new guys, the veterans. Because I don't know if you heard the story today, but one of the beat writers was talking about it, and I think I read an article on it today that Palmer, towards halftime, leaned over to Shakir and asked, "When do we start to take off? Like the Bills that I've seen, like when does this happen? Like what's going on?" And Shakir said, "Wait till the fourth quarter, towards the end of the game. We got 17." And then sure as shit, that happened, and we took off. Bosa talked about it last night, how he's never been in part of games like that to where it's just like such highs and lows, and the team rallies together and they win. He's like, I've never been that happy after a regular season game.
Yeah, crazy, right? A vet that's been on the same team for a long time. It's been through a lot of games, some moments like that, but it's not worked out, right?
It's like he's like he's never been part of like a team like that. That's the way. So it's more like of a college field than it is a pro field in Buffalo. Yeah. I want to get your opinion on something before we go too. You and Jarek. So, I'm a fan of Colin Cowherd, and I feel like he does make some. I feel like he makes some valid points. Out of most of these national sports media guys, I think he's the best one in my opinion. At least somewhat not so over the top with his takes. But anyways, he had a take this morning when he was talking about the game. He's like, "Man, look, I feel like this Bills team is a LeBron. It has a LeBron Cavs feeling to it, where he has to score 42 and have a triple double against the best teams in order for them to have a chance." And I gotta say, he's not really wrong. I mean, in my opinion, he's not wrong today.
Right today.
But let's see what the team looks like come week 15. 16,
I get it.
17.
But that's how it's felt, though.
And, for a long time.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on that, Jarek?
Since the early days with Porter, Hyde, and those guys.
True.
With
and Diggs
But like 21, I'd say since like 2021.
I'm with you on that one. What's your thoughts on that take, Jarek? That Colin Cowherd said.
21 was a carry, hence why I'll continue to stand with this. I think the Bengals would have beat us simply because of that fact that Josh had to carry that offense because the offensive lines were bad, the receivers were solid, but the running game wasn't good. The offensive line wasn't good. Josh was the running game. Josh was the passing game.
Yeah, he was.
Josh was the offensive line. Hate to say it, but he was. Like his sack avoidance rate. If you actually take a look at his sack avoidance rate compared to how it was in the early days, it's ridiculously high. compared to what it was the last kind of couple of years. And this is again, whether this is McDermott and Brandon Beane, is that I think that we've gotten good talent, but in terms of that superior talent, like the Philadelphia Eagles have, like the Baltimore Ravens have. The Baltimore Ravens are very similar to us. They're always picking in the 20s and 30s every year.
They're finding their players. They're finding talent in the draft.
Have the best roster in the league. And it's
Or
been
they're
like
moving up to get him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like they moved up to get Hamilton.
Right.
You know? They got Malachi Starks late. You know, they go get their pass rushers. I mean, their pass rushers aren't great right now, but that secondary is.
They traded for Travis Jones, and Travis Jones was whooping the shit out of David Edwards in Montgomery. Like
Yeah.
They did it.
God, I love Travis Jones coming out in college too, man.
He's a free agent, so I mean that's not an opportunity. If Baltimore doesn't resign him, you gotta get on that. You have
but look,
on Travis Jones.
I don't trust that McDermott likes any free agent because we went and got Puna Ford and he couldn't even get a jersey on game days. He left us and went and tore it up. Tim Settle last year couldn't do nothing for us, left and tore it up for the Texans. Like I don't trust that, you know, any free agent's gonna come in and truly do anything for us.
Right. Like, would Peppers even get an opportunity to start? Maybe that's why Peppers doesn't even want to even entertain the idea of coming here. Right? He's probably not willing to go on the practice squad. You know what I mean? Like,
not only that.
I'm just saying, like, a player like that probably. That's what I mean. They're not. Yeah, they're not going to make him right. So why would he entertain it? Is what I'm saying. Like a player like that is going to come to play, right? You know, and if McDermott's not willing to accept that the guy starting is not the guy that should be, then ain't no free agent. The only guys coming in is going to be on practice squad guys that aren't going to contribute. Right? Yeah. It's going to be on the practice squad.
We could have got the kid, what's his name, Bobby, the kid that I forgot what team he signed, but he signed a $30 million contract. The one tech that was with the Rams. I forgot what his name is. It's Bobby something. But yeah, you could. There were so many players, man, that I'm looking at free agency. I'm like, man,
was it the Bobby Brown kid?
Bobby Brown. Yep, we could have signed Bobby Brown.
Bobby Brown.
It's contract we gave away, but it is what it is.
But we have that issue. Jarek, me and you are on the same page when it comes to that stuff. I want a real one tech, and I want actual safety who can cover.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, I wanted us to sign Jeremy Chin this offseason. I thought Jeremy Chin would have been perfect for what we were trying to do.
A great pickup. I'm 100% with that. Nomad Chat coming in. Go Bills. Victory Monday, baby. Tommy Gunn giving us assessment on McD. I thought McDermott was okay last night. I thought, you know, the one thing, the blunder he had was, which most of us agree, is the 2-point going for the 2-point conversion was the other one.
His lack of challenges on first down calls.
Oh yes, the Josh Allen slide.
Like you're telling me nobody in the booth could look to see that he was there?
Do we not have that guy anymore? I don't think we do we? John Perry or whatever his name is? The referee that we had, is he even with the team anymore? Does anybody know? You know who I'm talking about? Is he even on the squad?
I have no idea.
You would think if he was there, he would have told Sean because the one referee that they talk to, remember they always have a commentator guy that's a ref. He's like, bro, that's clearly a. He was like, what are they doing? Right? Like, it's clearly a first. He was mad about it.
Yeah, they did it last year too in the playoffs. They try to hurry up rather than.
That was a big mistake. Yes, like I don't get that either. So I'm with you there. So that was a mistake, but the 2-point blunder that was terrible decision. But outside of that, I'll give him his dues with the clock management, which he's usually terrible at. I'll be honest with you, for a game that was getting out of control, he rallied the troops. I mean, he did a good job as a coach. I mean, he stayed composed, right? Like normally he doesn't. Normally he tenses up and starts to challenge plays that shouldn't be challenged, call unnecessary timeouts because he's getting so worked up because we're down. And you've seen McDermott, right? Yelling at the refs because he's getting so worked up. I thought he was kind of calm. I thought he was like, okay, and I'll give him credit. I'll give him props for that. But hopefully he can keep that going, man.
Spin, we can agree to disagree on this. From an analytics perspective, yes, it was the right call. from a game flow perspective, it was not the right call. We didn't need it. We would have been down 7, and you don't take points off the board.
Right. It just makes it.
We can agree to disagree on this. You're not gonna convince me that was the right call.
And that's the problem with McDermott. He relies a little bit too much on analytics in terms of like he uses that as a basis in order for him to, in order for crucial situations. And I'm like, you cannot. Analytics does not solve everything. Like sometimes just pure common sense will simply just be the simple answer. But instead, no, he goes with the analytics as for game flow and crucial situations. And I'm like, I don't know. It's just we didn't need to go for 2. It's one poor game.
Yeah, it makes no sense. By the way, we got a caller. We got another caller here. Tim, how you doing, brother?
Yo, what up, man? How you doing?
What up, Tim? How you doing tonight, man? Happy Victory Monday to you, man.
Thank you, guys. You too, man. Hey, I just want to say real quick. I've been a big fan of this show for a long time, man. I've been watching you guys for a few years now. So
I appreciate that, bro.
Yeah, man. But yeah, I'm excited to get on here and talk some football with you guys. Definitely.
Yeah, let's do it, man. So I guess right away, man, what was your thoughts of that game, that roller coaster of emotions? Like, first of all, where were you watching the game at? And then talk to us about like how you were feeling through the whole course of the game.
So I was actually at my dad's house, and me and my dad, we always watch the Bills games together. So it was only fitting that we had this one to watch because, man, it was an absolute roller coaster. I'll be honest, I was about ready to leave my dad's house and go home and go to bed. Probably around, I would say, right at the beginning of the fourth quarter, and especially after Derrick Henry scored that touchdown where he basically just went untouched. And that was after that Lamar scramble, which, that was just a total backbreaker. You know what I mean?
It really was. On a third down, we're expecting, we're going to get him. We're going to finally get the stop we need. No, he gains 20 when he should have lost 10.
No, I mean, I was like, we had him in the backfield 10 yards, and he ended up gaining 30 yards. So, so, I mean, I can't even describe to you what transpired after that. It was just a chain of events that definitely had a lot of luck involved. But if that doesn't show you who the real MVP of the league is right there, I mean, that guy, our guy Josh was doing his thing, bro. I mean, some of those throws he was making, he's the only guy in the league that can make some of those passes. You know what I mean? It was unreal.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you made a great point. Like he showed last night, like, yeah, the Ravens might have been chanting MVP on the side, and they're, this was their makeup game for the playoffs, and Flowers was doing his little wave to the crowd. At the end of the day, it still backfired on them because they had their opportunity in the playoffs, drop 2-point conversion, and this game is like another, man, I can't imagine how they're feeling. Like, honestly, God, like, I know how we're feeling, and the Bills fans and the players are feeling, but can you imagine the Ravens fans and the Ravens players, right? This is their revenge game, right?
We had
the real MVP.
A couple of them in here tonight,
We did,
and they're talking about it. See, they feel about Harbaugh as we feel about McDermott.
Yeah, and you know what? I could honestly understand that, from somebody that was watching the game from the other side. Like, Hardball just seems to not be good at these close game situations. And it doesn't matter if it's in the regular season or if it's in the postseason. I mean, it's, we feel very similar about McDermott. I totally agree with you guys about how we feel about McDermott, because McDermott, I've always said this about him. He's a good coach, but he's not a great coach. And that's the difference.
Right.
I'm truly highly doubtful that we'll ever win anything with him. And it's a shame because he's done so much for the franchise. He's done so much for the organization, and that will never be forgotten. I'll always tell everybody he's not a bad guy. He'll always have a spot reserved here for him, but is he the guy to take us over the hump?
And that's the part where it's like me and Mikey hate it, because we know this team has talent. It does, okay? And we know this team has the best quarterback in the league, in our opinion, and Josh Allen. And we understand that McDermott's a good coach. But the negative part, and we hate to be that way because of course we want a Super Bowl and we want McDermott to finally figure it out. But this is year 9 and we've been thinking that same thought process for, maybe this is the year that McDermott finally gets, and it just seems like it's the same song and dance, right? We're having the same talks every offseason and about the defense and what we can do finally to fix the defense and what McDermott can do to correct his mistakes as a head coach. And it just starts to get to the point where it's like, it's not going to change. And it sucks. It sucks to have that feeling, but we have to be optimistic, right? And that's one thing I will say to Bills Mafia. You got to still remain optimistic because we are a good team. If we were a rebuild still team or this team was barely in the playoffs with McDermott, I would say, yeah, we really probably, I get why you're not going to be optimistic because we're barely a 10-win team. We're not really getting far in the playoffs, but we've made it to 2 AFC championship games. But at the end of the day, and I say this all the time, we've set our goals already, when McDermott got here, in my opinion. And the goals was first get in the playoffs, second, win the AFC East. The third goal to me is still we haven't reached, which is to win the AFC. And then ultimately the Super Bowl, right? And the Super Bowl right now is still, I think, the goal that it should be on everybody's.
It's the only goal.
It's the only goal. Absolutely, Mikey. So I'm just not okay with being a good team anymore. Like, we've proven that. We've proven that we can win the East. Totally. We've proven that we're a playoff team. But there has to be a time where it's like, bro, it has to be a Super Bowl. Like, enough of this. Hey, guy, like, I hate the talk where fans are like, well, at least my team made the playoffs. Like, I don't want to be that fan. At least my team's good. Like, so what? I want a Super Bowl. Like, we've been good for long enough. Let's be great. Let's get the job done. And that's what I want, because when Josh Allen leaves and he's retired and he's done and he's chilling with his wife out in Maui, wherever he wants to go, and we don't got nothing here, to find another quarterback to replace Josh Allen, they don't.
You're not finding another Josh Allen.
Yeah, right.
It's not happening.
So it's not happening, right? So get it done. Get it done. I don't care if you have to go all in. Find a way, get it done, and let's just, I mean, like I said, be optimistic. We have to be. We have no other.
It's not going anywhere.
It's not going anywhere. I want to remind fans, there's a picture that they took with him and Bean and all the other people that work for the Bills organization with gold shovels at that new stadium. This isn't Back to the Future where his picture's just going to fade away, right? You know how they have the picture and it's just, no more Big McDermott, no more Bean. It's a whole new, we're going to put a different picture where someone's with the gold shovel. No, they're going to be there. All right, 2026 in that new stadium. There's I don't care what you hear about McDermott being on a hot seat. It's not on a hot seat. That seat is nice and cold and nice and calm and chill and soft. And
that seat is still in the freezer, man.
Tim,
right?
We got Tommy started. We got to bring him back. So I'm going to wrap this up.
Tim,
we can't get Tommy started on McDermott. He goes down.
Yeah, please. I will really. Yeah, don't. I'm trying to be so happy, Tim. Oh my God. So yeah, Tim, we appreciate the call, brother, man. And by the way, guys, and Tim, we're doing this every Monday night Uncensored at 10:15, because I see a lot of comments like, damn, you guys are on here late. We start at 10:15 now. So and this is only a call, this is a show where only on Mondays. And we want, just like this, Tim, where we're gonna have a link in the YouTube channel where you guys click the link and come talk Buffalo Bills football or talk about whatever the fuck you want. This is Uncensored, right? We don't give a shit what you talk. Exactly. Exactly.
Fuck yeah.
That's what I do.
Fuck yeah. There you go. The F-bomb.
Hey,
so
really
thanks.
Quick,
go ahead,
guys. Really quick, guys, before you go. I want to run one thing by you and get your thoughts on it. I don't know if you talked about it, and if you did, I apologize.
No,
but what was your thoughts on the interaction between Lamar and that fan in the stands?
The fan was in the wrong.
Mikey.
The fan was completely in the wrong. I felt Lamar was smart in how he handled it, where he just shoved him back and didn't do anything stupid.
Agreed. Agreed. And as a Bills fan, stuff like that does not have a place in our stadium, nor any stadium in the league for that matter.
But every team has those fans that are like that. The problem is that gets seen on TV, and then around the country, everyone just assumes Bills Mafia is all like that, and that's not the case.
Right, we're shitty fans.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's not the case at all.
So
he did get banned. By the way.
Yes,
got booted and banned.
Yes, he got booted and banned. So they had an update on this guy. He's banned for life at all NFL games, not just Buffalo Bills stadium. So banned throughout any NFL stadium. He went to the hospital, so I think he was trying to play it because, bro, he barely got shuffed. So he's probably trying to
get that money.
Trying to get that money, but he's totally in the wrong. I have a feeling though the NFL is going to probably fine Lamar because I hope they don't, but I have a feeling they will. Because they're petty like that, but he was not in the wrong. That there's no reason to shove somebody. And matter of fact, he shoved one player first, D-Hop first, who I don't even think D-Hop realized it because D-Hop still
just let it go and just kept walking.
I think he thought maybe somebody is because he kind of grazed his head. Maybe he thought somebody was this because it wasn't totally like it was with Lamar where he totally shoved him. But yeah, no place for that. So that's our thoughts on that. I thought, obviously Bill security kicked him out, and the NFL winded up, I assume got his information because he's kicked out of all NFL, stadiums. So
yeah, Keys. That's what will happen if we find out he gets fined. I can see Bill's Mafia sending a bunch of them $8 to pay. Yeah. Like, cause that's just dirty. That was a guy who's either really drunk or just there to cause problems, and that's just there's no room for that.
Right.
Keep your hands to yourself, dude.
We raised $200,000 for Lamar's charity. Right? We do that kind of shit, right?
That could honestly happen. I could totally see that happening.
Yeah. Oh, dude, Tim, hey, we appreciate the call, brother, and you're more than welcome to come on next Monday when we do this again. Yep. Any of you guys are welcome to come on. And thanks so much for the for showing love to the channel, man. We really appreciate that, Tim.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. Thank you for having me on. I appreciate it.
Hey, go Bills, Tim.
Yes, sir. Go Bills.
Go Bills, brother. Man, this is fun tonight, man. I had a really good time, Mikey.
I missed a big chunk of this.
I know you did. About that. Yeah, you did. Everyone's like, Mikey's gone.
I was on a call, and I was watching it go through, and I'm just like, I'm missing a good show.
Oh my god, dude! I'm telling you, man. This is a great. I'm glad we went to this concept a little bit later. Mm-hmm. Show, let fans fan out how they want to fan out. Talk your shit. I told you guys, it's uncensored. I don't give a fuck.
Wrong. Although Amy,
who's always wrong.
Still wrong. Amy's not wrong, but Spin's wrong.
Yes, it's just Spin, right? Spin's always wrong. Should we get to this Real Men of Genius, or you got anything else for tonight?
No, I think we never did the Round the League, but that's okay. We can save that for Friday. So let's just get to Real Men of Genius.
Okay. All right, Real Men of Genius. Let me. It's probably going to be one that I already played. That's all right. It's all right because I'm running out of them. I got more, but I got to download them.
You better.
All right, let's see here.
Get on it. I don't want to hear no repeats. You slacker.
I know, man. You know what's funny though? Some of these I played when you weren't
on
here. Yeah, when you weren't on. So
I will say what I'm really excited about is I watched a lot of football this weekend, and I was really concerned after the first game where they started throwing the taunting flags. I didn't see.
I know you're right.
I didn't see any
Thank God, because I think that is so petty. Unless it's really extreme, I don't like that. You know what I mean? I do not like that. Dude, I don't know what the. Okay, so I'm just gonna randomly play one because I have no idea. Yeah, here you go. So let's go to this one.
Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real Men of Genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Cell Phone Holster Wearer.
No, I already played this one last week. No,
how dare you?
No, we can't do that. We can't do that. Hold on.
So disappointed in you.
I know. See, I told you. Shame on me. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna get it one.
That just seems like a clickbait question. That's pretty lazy. Next question, please.
That's what every time Spin asks a question, that's what he's gonna get.
All right, here we go. I got one. This one I know you didn't watch.
Budweiser presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Footlong Hot Dog Inventor.
Mr. Footlong hot dog inventor.
When conventional wisdom said no one could make a hot dog longer than 6 inches, you dared to dream.
Dared to dream.
You knew the limitations of a regular-sized hot dog bun, and you ignored them.
Can't stop me now.
You made a 10-inch wiener, and people cheered. But you weren't satisfied. You said, wait, I think I can still give you 2 more inches.
Gotta want it.
So this Bud's for you, Mr. Hot Dog Hero, because you gave every single one of us our fondest wish.
Yeah.
A bigger wiener.
Thank you.
Bro, that is so funny with them running with the just fell bounce.
That was for Nomad Chad. He wanted the Josh Allen. Okay.
Oh my god, dude! I cry on some of those. I'm gonna play one more. Oh yeah, 2 more. 10's not good enough. And they're right. You know how hard it is to find the fucking bun for those fucking hot dogs. What is
That's
the
why,
fucking
that's
point?
why you have a 12 and you get 2 buns and you're good to go.
It's so stupid. It's a dumb fucking thing. Oh my god! I'll play one more and then we'll get out of here.
You need to get more creative, Tommy.
What do you mean? Yeah, you're right with the 2. Yeah.
Yep.
Let's get this one. This one's good because this one's so true. I've had friends that do this.
Oh, hold on.
Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Indecisive Food Orderer Guy.
Mr. Indecisive food orderer guy.
You approach a menu like a CPA approaches an audit. There's not an appetizer, entree, or ingredient that escapes your scrutiny.
What's the soup du jour?
Carpaccio or calamari, halibut or ceviche. These are incredibly important decisions that need to be made sometime before sunrise.
Cock-a-doodle-doo.
No matter, because when the food finally arrives, you spend the entire dinner wishing you got what everybody else did.
I got entree envy.
So crack open an ice cold Bud Light, Mr. Indecisive Food Orderer Guy, because today's special is you.
Mr. Indecisive food orderer.
Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri.
I will say that's that. If you're that person, just order 2 of everything.
Dude, I used to have a friend that I go through a drive-through lane. We've probably went to Taco Bell a quadrillion times. You know the menu. And he would take so long. What he wanted. And my friends would be like, bro, or you know what's on
That's why
you get
order,
the same shit.
That's why you order. You get your food. You eat your food while he's still in line, and then you leave.
But you can if you're in a drive. You're at or unless you drop them off and.
Yep.
Right, but at night at 2 in the morning when you're leaving
get out and order after I order, dude. I'm not waiting on you.
Dude, we would be like, dude, bro, it's not that fucking serious. Order a couple soft tacos. Get the fuck out of here.
And if you're feeling funky, get them Supreme.
Right? Go all out. God.
Jamal, I absolutely love that picture. I have to start with that.
Oh, dude, that's epic.
That is awesome.
Yeah, I like that one too. Yep.
Okay. Have to start game plan for the Jets. Can't sleep on them. Absolutely. Absolutely. See if the Jets are for real and what we saw in week 1 is really what their offense is going to look like, or if it was just, because sometimes week 1's a liar.
Yeah. No, I get it. I and that's why I'm saying, like, I don't know if they will continue to play that well, because they are still a new team, new coaching staff, new system. But we'll find out. We're going to find out very soon about these Jets. We'll be playing them soon. So, guys, man, once again, we appreciate you guys rocking with us tonight on this new Monday Night Uncensored show. Thank you for all the love. Thank you for the callers that called in, Jarek and Tim. Appreciate that as well. And like I said, you guys are more than welcome to chime in at any time on Monday nights when that link is in the description, in the chat, and just come and talk shit with us, man. Outside of that, man, we will return on Friday, Friday Night Lights at 9 p.m. And the best way, guys, is to subscribe, like, and the notification bell is key. You hit the notification bell, you know when we're going live. You know when videos are up. That's the best thing to do. But we will be here Friday night at 9 p.m. Saturday is the AFC East Shakedown at noon, 12 o'clock. And then we'll be here pregame and postgame. So thank you so much, Bills Mafia.
Here's what we're going to do. When the Bills win the Super Bowl this year, and you get your McClappy tattoo, we're going to put a tracker in there that's just going to and we're going to give the tracking, we're going to put like an air tag in you so people know when we go live, because they can just it's gonna be like the bat signal.
I'll even better one up, man. When I go to get that tattoo, I will record it getting done.
No,
and I will post.
Saying,
I will
put
post
something in there, and it's going to send out a message every time we go live.
Oh yeah, you're right. But I definitely do. If we win, if we fuck it, if we get to that point, I'm recording the tattoo getting done. I'm posting it online right away. Of McDermott clapping. It ain't tramp stamp. It ain't gonna be McClappy, because then it's really awkward. Okay, I never agreed to I never agreed to that. So get that out of your mind. That was not part of
going on his lower back, tramp stamp style, McClappy.
No. That was not part of the bet. I'll figure out where it's going.
Spence says it's tramp stamp.
It's not. It's definitely not. That won't happen. Look, bad enough I got to put McDermott clapping anywhere on my body.
Customer's always right, Tommy. Customer.
Yeah. No. Anyways, we're out of here, man. Bills Mafia, you guys rule. And as always, go Bills. We're out of here. Peace. Go Bills.